It's a little... Hello, everyone. Welcome to the GameKraft GameKast on thegameraccess.com. I am your host, Bronson and Ray, joined by Ray Glenn Johannesson III.
Hey everybody, how is it going?
Goes well, duder. It goes well. So, Aaron is having some technical difficulties with his microphone. So, he may be joining late. He may not be joining. We'll see. But that just leaves Ray and I for now.
The Dos Amigos.
Indeed.
Johnny and Cheech and Chong. Sonic and Tails. Punch Out. Little Mac and his trainer.
It's Doc Lewis, I believe.
Is it Doc Lewis? I always knew him as trainer.
Let's find out.
Waluigi and Wario.
It is in fact Doc Lewis. I was right.
Oh.
Or
look at you knowing things.
Or his real name, Jerome Lewis.
Jerome
Lewis is an ex-heavyweight boxing champion and Little Mac's coach. In the Wii title, he is voiced by Riley Inge. He is very engaged in Mac's training matches in the S and Wii installments. Doc trains Little Mac as he fights through the World Video Boxing Association circus. This often includes Mac running behind Lewis as he rides a bike, now one of his most iconic features of the Punch-Out series. He also invented the Star Punch, Mac's strongest move. He may have been named after legendary real-life boxer Joe Louis.
That's cool.
There you go.
Yeah, you all learned something today listening to this.
Punch-Out's a great game series.
It is.
You should play through it. It's hella fun.
I played the original one. I played it to death.
That fight against Mike Tyson is fucking impossible.
I beat him twice.
You know what? That is very good for the average fucking person. Because
I mean, I lost a good 100 times, but I beat him twice.
The fight's fucking impossible. You have to have just like godlike reflexes and be able because all his tells are in his eyes and in his winks.
Yeah, he does the 4 super quick winks, and then you know to dodge. It's not hard.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's Punch Out. I guess we should start this out with what we've been playing. Hey, I finished Ratchet and Clank.
Hey, I haven't.
Hey, have you played it at all?
I played it with you.
Okay, so just that little bit. I really like that game. It has a lot going for it. It looks just amazing. It is super visually impressive. It is easily one of the best looking PS4 games. You know that statement that it's always been, it looks like a Pixar movie?
Mm-hmm.
That is totally true in this case.
Oh no, I saw it, and it's super pretty. It's one of the prettiest games I've seen in forever. Is that an okay answer?
Yeah. My only issue with it is, it doesn't have as much content as some of the other Ratchet and Clank games. They don't have that gladiatorial arena that they have in most of the others.
The Battle Dome or whatever it was called.
Yeah, the Battle Dome, the Gladiator Arena. When it's named something different in every game, but that arena where you fight dudes to earn money and better suits. You can't earn better suits. You just get Ratchet's regular stuff, and then you get the Galactic Ranger suit, and that's it.
Really?
Yep.
That's lame.
The minigame stuff is find the gold bolts, collect brains for this one doctor, and then hoverboard races, and then the rest of it is just, regular.
I thought there was a trading card, little thing aspect to it too.
That too. You get those through fighting and collecting stuff. You'll get trading cards, and when you complete all of them, you can unlock the Rhino.
That's how you unlock the Rhino?
Yep. You collect the 5 Rhino cards, and you unlock the Rhino. Or the Rip You a New One, as it's called.
You unlock the Rhino?
Not yet. I'm considering going for the Platinum in that one. I'm not sure yet. I did get the Platinum in a crack in time, and I almost got it in Into the Nexus. So I'm considering...
I heard those were some of the worst ones.
You fucking shut your mouth. Well, Into the Nexus, I'll agree with you. Fucking A Crack in Time is the best Ratchet and Clank game,
Never
bar
played that
none.
one.
You are missing out, sir.
I only played the original, like the first Ratchet and Clank was the only one I ever played.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, you have missed some incredible fucking video games.
That's
Um,
okay.
no, those games are just awesome. Personally, Crack in Time's my favorite, followed by Tools of Destruction, then this one.
Nice.
I
No
think,
Quest for Booty?
look, that one had a really good name, and I enjoyed all the pirate jokes and pirate everything. But come on, man, it was 3 hours long. It was a
Wouldn't
$15.
know, never played it.
It was a $15 downloadable title. I remember playing it, thinking like, this is all right, but it's not anything special.
Are you saying just because it's short it can't be good?
No, I'm saying that it's like compared to the fully featured Ratchet and Clank games like A Crack in Time, Tools of Destruction, Going Commando, Up Your Arsenal. It's
All for One, or what is that one?
that's not a Ratchet and Clank. That's not a real Ratchet and Clank game. That's that weird co-op experiment they made.
Yep. Oh, Agent Clank.
That is not a traditional Ratchet and Clank game, but it's fucking awesome.
I was about to say it's Clank missions. Clank missions are awesome.
No, yeah, like it's just not a full-on Ratchet and Clank game. It's just this cool puzzle game. You know,
I guess from what I've heard, yeah.
like Secret Agent Clank is a cool game. Like I really like, Secret Agent Clank. But it's still like just it's a simple puzzle game made for the PSP. It's not a full-on Ratchet game. So, yeah. As for
Yeah.
rank, I really another problem with this is they only added one new gun, and then the rest of them are like kind of a best of the franchise.
What was the new one?
The Pixelator. It's a shotgun that turns them into like 8-bit video game characters.
Really?
It is hilarious. Especially
I still love the Groovatron.
Oh no, the best thing to do is use the Groovatron and then the Pixelator, and then it's this 8-bit character dancing. It's fantastic. It even work. Both of those guns work on bosses too. The Sheepinator is wonderful, of course.
The Sheepinator.
Yeah, it turns enemies into sheep. The Buzzsaw is cool. There's a lot of cool weapons. Like that, Insomniac knows how to make fun, cool weapons. Story's really humorous.
Good game also has super cool weapons.
What?
The next game we're gonna discuss, Dark Souls.
I wouldn't say those weapons are really that cool or innovative. Like it's.
Have you
swords.
not seen? I showed you the cool glowy ice sword that you get from a slain demon.
Okay, so that is a cool ice sword. You want to know what's cooler than an ice sword?
What?
A fucking gun that fires buzz saws that fly around you and cut you repeatedly.
Have you ever played Dead Space? Been there, done that.
That's great. Ratchet did it first.
Oh,
You want to? Yeah, it did.
Did it?
Yeah, that fucking buzzsaw blade's been in it since the second or third one.
Oh wow, then yeah, that did have
Yeah,
a little bit of top billing there.
No one does weapons better than Insomniac. Like Insomniac has
Oh
just,
no, like I will never say that anyone can top them in weapon creation.
they make the most ridiculous shit. Like Mr. Zircon, it's like, oh, this little robot follows you around and kills people, and then he talks massive amounts of shit.
Just like, did no one warn you of Mr. Zircon?
Oh,
You did not summon Mr. Zircon to kill boxes.
One of my favorites from A Crack in Time was, Mr. Zircon will let you live. Psych! Mr. Zircon lives only to kill. So spoiler for the new Ratchet. There is, at one point you fight a giant Zircon who is Mrs. Zircon. Oh, it is.
Go on.
And she like nags you and talks shit the entire time, and she has an army of Mr. Zircons to help her.
What happens if you summon yours? Does she take control of it, or
No, he will talk hardcore shit to her.
really?
Yeah, it is fantastic. And what's best is when you use a Groovatron on her, her and her army of little Zircons start dancing while talking smack about their dancing skills.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just trying to picture that, and I'm just like, I just can't because it's too great.
Oh, yeah, and that fight, you can use a jetpack, so you're flying around during it.
While she's dancing, so it looks like the opening to Final Fantasy X-2.
Yes. Yeah, so that Ratchet game, it's super fucking good. Like I said, it's the third best Ratchet. I think Crack in Time's still number one. I like Tools of Destruction a little more than this because it's a little more fleshed out.
Would you give this game? Would you give this game a 5?
Like a 5 out of what?
See, I love asking that question because like half the time they'll be like, "Yeah, I'd give it a 5 out of 5." I was talking about 5 out of 10. You must have hated it.
Yeah, like I was just like, we score on a 10-point system here. uh, well, actually, technically, we score on a 20-point system because we go in, because we go in 0.5 increments.
Oh,
yeah,
okay, that's what you meant. I was just like, weird, because you always get super confused when we're like, you gave a 10?
Yeah,
like that's only a 5. I don't see why you're so upset about it.
Yeah, we go.
Because I was like, oh no, I've been undergrading all these games. That should have been a 14.
Yeah, no, it's because 0.5 increments, so it ends up being 20 points. So yeah, if I were to score it, I'd give it like an 8.5.
Oh wow.
Yeah, if this is their like staging point to like reboot Ratchet and Clank for a new generation, good first attempt. Ace.
I really hope for a Jack and Daxter remake.
I'd be down for that and Sly Cooper. I'm down for
I'm not so big on Sly Cooper because it's like the first 3 games all together I can beat in like 6 hours.
That's untrue as hell. You beat the first one in under 6 hours.
Beat the first one in like 2, and I thought the second one was just as short.
No, so my personal playtimes on the Sly Cooper games were the first one I clocked in 5 hours. It'll probably if you have a guide, you can probably 100% it in 10. Because I know Quinn has the platinum in that. The second one takes about 10 hours to beat, about 17 to platinum. The third one's about also like 10 to 12 to beat, about 20 to platinum. I don't have a problem with a short game as long as I enjoyed it the entire way through. Which is
like now I don't like if it's a super short game now I'm like that's really good. That was a great game. But like when I was like 8 to 12, if a game I got was less than like 3 hours, I hated it. I was just like, fuck this game. I only get one game like every 3 months.
I have to agree with you on that, but I had an exception with that one game, and it was purely just because you could replay it in like a billion different ways.
Sly Cooper?
Star Fox 64. Star Fox 64, you can beat the campaign of that game in 2 to 3 hours, but there are, I think, like 20 different paths through the main story to take. So, and also you can chase high scores in it. So if you want to like 100% Star Fox 64, it's a 20-hour game if you want to see all the planets.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like games that do that. Where it's like, yeah, it's super short, but you're not going to see everything on your first time. Yeah,
that's games like that are really cool. I enjoy them.
Like that's part of the reason I kind of was into Metal Gear Rising is because like it was like a 5-hour, 4-hour game, but if you wanted to see everything, you had to go through it 2-3 times.
Yeah, I get that.
So
that's how I feel kind of about like the Dark Souls and Bloodborne series. Like there, you'll never find anything on your first playthrough.
Yeah, like if you're like you won't get everything on that first run. The thing about those games is that first run is typically really long, but then every run after that progressively gets shorter.
Yeah. That's because you know where things are. You're quicker.
Um, so yeah, um, yeah, Ratchet, great game. So we've both been on Dark Souls.
Yes.
You've gotten quite a bit farther than I have. Um, I know that we were both big fans of Bloodborne last year.
Were we?
Uh, yeah, I would say so, considering you backed it for Game of the Year, and and like out of what was left, I was like, well, I'm gonna back this, obviously. Um, so anyway, uh, go, but so I'm a good 3 hours into it. I just beat the second boss. I believe you've beaten the third, correct?
I've beaten up to the Crystal Sage.
How many bosses is that? Three, four,
4.
four. Okay, so
Because
I've beaten.
it's the sword guy, Bort, the Rotten Tree Spirit, and then Crystal Sage. I mean, if you want to count like mini bosses, then I'd be like, that was a super tough fight.
No,
Then like
because
6 of them, like 6 of those
no,
guys.
no, I count progress in these games by the real bosses. So
But to be fair, like sometimes in these games, the real boss isn't how you get to the next area.
no, it's
You have to
but
beat like a smaller boss, like Mini Vort.
like to me, like when I play through Bloodborne and when I'm playing through this, like I basically like pull up like I don't even pull up a guide for the like game itself or anything like that. I just like give me the names of all the bosses and what area they're in. That's all I want to know. Um so yeah, that's a thing.
I don't know, like in these games I rarely try and like find out what's ahead. Like I'll watch playthroughs and like see what's going on, but like if I'm like I want to be surprised, I'll just avoid all that I can.
Well, no, I just want to know how many bosses there are and what area they're in. Like nothing
Ah,
else. Like I just want the bosses in their area because I want like the appeal of these games to me are the bosses. Like that is why I fucking play them. Like Bloodborne, I was pretty into the world and the lore. Like that stuff was cool, but like Dark Souls especially, like it is all about them boss fights.
oh no, like Dark Souls, it's like, all right, how much grinding do I need to beat this guy?
Yeah, it feels like getting to the boss and then getting the levels for the boss are just like the mini game that is I'm required to do to get to to like play the fun part, which is a boss fight that and honestly, like most boss fights don't take more than 5 minutes.
Yeah. To
So
be fair, every now and then you'll fight a boss that's like, wow, that was God, 16 minutes.
yeah, like sometimes you will fight a boss who just gives you the business repeatedly over and over and over again. Um, that said, comparing it to Bloodborne, I like the weapons in Bloodborne more. Like there's way less of them, but they're a lot cooler with their whole like transforming stuff. Um, I'm starting to getting used to using a shield.
See, like I rock Pyromancer, and my hand is just always fire in case I just need to hit you very quick.
See, I like for me, I'm playing a pyromancer as my main also, and I've been switching depending on the situation. So I use my fire to pick like whittle down the surrounding area, and then I go in with my shield. And then as I start to draw closer, or if I go into a building, I keep my shield out just in case they fucking, you know, get an attack in, I can block it. Um, like anytime I'm inside a building, I have a fucking shield out.
Really?
Yeah, no siree. And I have noticed that has saved my butt many a time. So yeah. Um, I kind of don't like how the game like I guess rewards defense so much. It's not like Bloodborne where like Bloodborne it very much encourages you to be aggressive. It just pushes you to be aggressive, like push and push and push and push and push.
Yeah.
Versus this, which is like no, get a shield, turtle up, you know. Like, in the beginning of the game, it drops good shields all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just can't do it.
yeah.
I just can't use a shield. Just like it's not in my nature to be that careful.
That's the way I have to play the game.
And even then, like you saw me play for like 3 hours. Like you saw me play for almost 3 hours today. I never used a shield once, and I beat three bosses and got through 3 zones.
the thing is, though, is like there were a couple of smaller enemies where I was just like I was watching, I was just like, dude, pull out your shield. It'll make this area so much fucking easier. Like anytime I see a guy with a lance or a spear, I instantly pull out my shield.
A
Because
lance or a spear.
yeah, because they because what happens is they will do their lunge forward attack. You'll block it, and then they'll be staggered long enough for you to basically kill them. Yeah,
Not bad.
yeah, yeah. So, uh, yeah. Anyway, I love the music in boss fights. The world is super pretty. I have fun with the game. You know, it. I don't know. What are your thoughts on it?
My thoughts, like coming from Bloodborne and playing a lot of, let's just say a lot of Bloodborne. I found the game a lot easier to cope with. Like they're like, have a shield and this sword. And I'm just like, cool. I can throw my shield at them like a frisbee and then stab them through the throat. But you can't throw your shield. You see that wasn't allowed, and I was upset. Like I thought that'd be really cool. Use like your shield as a discus, and then when they block it, like do a charge attack right into them. I'd be like, yeah.
They probably have an item that does that, I would assume.
Yeah, because I thought that'd be super cool. But like, and then you just lose the shield. I was like, no big deal, because now I've got fire in my hands. But like, I still play it just as aggressively as Bloodborne. Like, I'll still get into situations where I'll get hit and then kill them and be like, why didn't my health come back? Oh yeah, different game.
I like my big thing is just it's not as responsive as Bloodborne. It's very much like they just like slowed it down. Like they slowed it down.
Yeah, that's also because you play such a heavy character. Like you build your character with like super heavy armor, super thick armor to take hits and live, but that also makes your character move immensely slow.
No, even when I took all switched to lighter clothing, it still felt super slow compared to Bloodborne. And because the thing is, the only heavy armor I'm wearing is the knight's leggings. Everything else is cloth. So,
But to be fair, like with that cloth, I can move so fast that I can dodge most attacks. Even when you're in such heavy armor, even if you roll half the time, you'll still get hit because of how slow you roll.
The thing is with me though is like even with light armor, because I will occasionally switch, like it's not as responsive as Bloodborne is. It's not as responsive of a game, I've noticed. Same goes for combat. Like it's not as fluid. It has a lot more pauses in it, and like I said, the game as a whole is just slower paced.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Like, I like how you can lead enemies more in this game. Like, you can, like, you don't have to wait for them to attack half the time. You can just be like, all right, I got this. And, like, as they're running it, you just time your attack well enough where you just get them, like, one shot.
Yeah, see, I'm not sure how I feel about that because I kind of liked that in Bloodborne where you like it was dodge, 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 and then you can just let loose on them. Um, you know, I have yet to have a fight feel as satisfying as some of the fights in Bloodborne. Like, granted, I'm two bosses in. I still like the game a lot. Like last night, like I said, last night I spent a solid 3 hours just leveling and just leveling through it, and I got a couple attempts in on Vort, and I beat Vort, and I popped into the new zone and got some kills, and I looked that it was 2 a.m. I was like, oh, I have to be up in 7 hours. I better get to bed.
Yeah.
Well, like that. Yeah, like that was my thought process. Um, and I've been asked like a billion times. Well, I like Bloodborne a lot. I like Bloodborne a lot. Should I play this? And my response is maybe. It's like it's how willing are you to play a game that's kind of like that, but you have to be willing to adapt to some serious changes.
Hmm. It's oh god, just I don't know. It's such a different game. Like Bloodborne and Dark Souls share similarities, but they're nowhere near the same game. Like if you can do what I did and basically use the same style as you do in Bloodborne with some slight twerks to it, you're golden. But if like you're just that person who just likes the speed, you need that health regain after you get hit to keep you alive longer, and you just in general like you can't use as many potions in the beginning, and that's what's going to get a lot of people. The fact that you can't like you get like 2 potions in the beginning,
You
two or
yeah
three.
you get three, and then you get one. You get an Estus pretty early on to get you to four.
Yeah.
Unless you play a non-magic character, then you get five.
Yeah.
Which a lot of
Like if
people will.
yeah, like if I'm working with my mercenary, like he doesn't have any magic. Like he's just straight up. I'm gonna hit you with an ox.
I
But he has 7. Like he'll have 7 healing potions and zero the other ones. So I mean, it
I
all
think
depends on how you play. Like I recommend this game to everyone. I mean, like even if you're not too big into the Dark Souls series or Bloodborne because you think it's too hard, this they it's either just because I put like 100+ hours into Bloodborne, or just like Dark Souls finally clicked with me. But like this one just seems so easy. It's just kind of sad.
I think it part of it is because it finally clicked with you. Because like I'm very much the same way. Where like I think I think all these games are challenging, but I went back and I dabbled with Dark Souls 1, and I've been playing this, and I got through Bloodborne, and I think a lot of it is like people get really intimidated by it because it's difficult compared to a lot of modern games.
Yeah,
Like when by comparison to a lot of what people play. Like you gotta think of like we're like people play GTA and people play Last of Us and people play like Destiny and Ratchet and Clank, for example. Like those people are gonna have trouble, I think, largely because it doesn't checkpoint you, and it they get these games require you to just like think and like plan your attack and take things slow. I know that like you play that first village in Bloodborne, for example. Like what the average person will do in an average video game is they'll just run up to the mob and start hacking away and fucking in
they'll
most
take a
game
little damage.
like they'll probably go through half their health bar but kill the mob. But like in Bloodborne, you'll get wasted. So what you gotta do is you gotta take a pebble and pick one off and beat the shit out of it, and take a pebble, pick one off, beat the shit out of it, so on and so forth, and just like pick the mob off till there's only a little bit left, and then kill them, and then do the same throughout different zones. Like same thing here. Like okay, kill the fucking bell ringer, and then pick off the surrounding guys in the area. Or like it's very.
Well, yeah, and going on that with Dark Souls, like there's no pebbles, so like if you're thinking what am I going to do? In like the second area right after you beat the first boss in quotation marks, you go to the wall, or you go to little like you go to the wall area, and immediately to your right basically there's a bow and arrows, and that's how you lure them. You just shoot them with an arrow and one will come at you out of the mob.
Um, One thing I can say is I do think Dark Souls is a little harder for a couple of reasons, and one of them is I think that the shortcuts to bosses aren't as good.
No, they
Um,
still make you work to get back to a boss most of the time, but not always. Like from like in area, let's just say in one, you start at the torch and it's maybe like 10 seconds to the boss if you take a straightest route there.
yeah, but
The
that's the
next
first.
area, you take the elevator down, basically you kill the bow guy, you jump off the edge and you're at Vort.
Yeah,
That
but
one's super short as long as you get past like 6 guys.
that that's
Let's
still
see.
that's still getting past 6 guys versus.
Yeah, but in Bloodborne you still had to clear mobs. I mean, think of like the last boss in Bloodborne. You had to kill you basically had to kill a boss you already killed, 3 pigs, the same boss again with an
The,
extra
the,
dude.
yeah, but once you unlock the shortcut, you literally just ride an elevator twice to get to Murgo. Like that's it. That's all you do. You ride an elevator twice and you're there. Like we just
Yeah.
did that 2 weeks ago. Like, say like yeah, there are some that are like that. Like cleric beasts, you have to clear out that house, but the rest you can just do a straight shot to it. I think there's a lot more work in getting back to bosses for multiple attempts. Um, I think
Yeah, but
the
they also do that because like Dark Souls follows that logic of you just died, so more than likely you're going to be reckless trying to get your souls. So if you die again, at least have some souls in the meantime.
I don't adhere to that logic, but um, anyway, it's a
Plus,
good.
plus I was about to say, they do that just because they can. Like, they don't want to make it that easy for you. That's why Bloodborne, in my opinion, is an easier game. They make it easier for you to do things.
I think yeah, I agree that Bloodborne is an easier game. But I also think Bloodborne's pace.
Especially when it comes to visceral attacks. Oh my god. He's charging you, shotgun to the face, boom.
Yeah,
Whereas in Dark Souls, I have to sneak up on you, stop moving, and like break my button holding it down hard enough to be like, wha-bam!
uh, so
But
yeah,
we should. But moving on, we could rant on this for a while.
yeah, I like it. I'd probably give it an 8.5 out of 10 if I were
I'd
reviewing it.
probably
Also,
give it a 9.
I like what I've seen so far. I think it is a.
If it,
I think it's a
yeah,
solid game.
with my logic, I've played through this game so far 4 different times with 4 different characters. Not even getting to not even beating it with any of these characters. Just starting new characters because I love this game so much that I was like, I want to try all the
I
characters,
like
and then I
yeah.
still have fun doing it. I'm like, not many games can hold that with me.
I'm definitely not as into it as you are. Like I'm having fun with it and I'm enjoying it, but I'm also I'm just not as into it as I
Yeah.
was Bloodborne. I think part of it is the aesthetic and the way it looks and moves.
I don't know. This
Uh,
game's gorgeous. Like Bloodborne was gorgeous, but in a different way. Like this game has color and beautiful
I,
scenery, and
I
whereas
like
Bloodborne was just like, oh, this gothic architecture is fucking gorgeous.
I like Bloodborne style a lot more. I like Bloodborne style a lot more.
One thing that I have major like this is amazing is the fact that you can warp to any location now from any spot.
Yeah, that was in Dark Souls 2 because I played that one. And yeah, that I will agree with is it doesn't do the Demon Souls Bloodborne thing of hey, here's a row of columns, take a fucking guess which one's the one you were at. Um, you know, so yeah, that's one nice thing. Um, yeah, so I don't know.
All right. Anything else, Bronson?
Yeah. We have some quick news related to this before I go back to what else I've been playing. And that is Dark Souls 3 is Namco Bandai's fastest selling game ever. Dark Souls 3 has broken the record for Bandai Namco's fastest selling game. It outsold its predecessor, Dark Souls 2, by 61%.
Damn.
Namco Bandai did not publish Bloodborne or had anything to do with it, so not sure if it ever beat that mark, but it did beat the other two Dark Souls games, and also any Namco publishes the Tales games, a bunch of Dragon Ball games, Naruto games, basically anime games. So, oh, that's pretty solid. Good on them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Round of
making
applause.
making money, guys. For a really great game, and this is supposedly the last Souls game. So, way
That
to
include Bloodborne.
no. Though they said Bloodborne is going to be the last Bloodborne for a while. So,
Yeah, I heard that, but for a while gives me hope.
Yeah, it's not like this where it's like, we're done. We are done. There's no more of the Dark Souls. Who knows? Maybe they'll get back with Atlas and make another Demon Souls.
That'd be really funny.
That'd be really fucking rage-inducing. Because I think that is the hardest one, in all honesty.
Really?
Yeah, because imagine every time you die, your health bar gets cut in half.
What?
Yeah. Fuck you.
Wait, how do you get it back to higher then?
You kill a boss.
That's the only way?
Yep.
Does it drop in half every time you die, or just the first time?
I want to say every time from what my memory calls, because I remember my health bar getting smaller and smaller.
It has to stop at a certain point.
It does
though.
stop at a certain point, but it's like it goes pretty far down.
I guess this is what they mean by get good.
No shit. I remember that game. We got a lot of love from Joe. When we were over at GameKraft, that game got second place in the Game of the Year awards the year it came out, all because of Joe backing it
That's
as hard
funny.
as he did. Yeah, and it only got second because Uncharted 2 came out. So there you go. Other game I played is I threw some more time into Heroes of the Storm because
Come on, Bronson, that doesn't count.
Oh no, it counts because they added a new thing.
Because otherwise, I could have talked about Dahaka and Zool.
Well, you should have talked about them when they were current and new.
Dahaka's still kind of new.
He's new-ish. Well, I'll give you a pass on him.
I was like, he's on the cover.
Yeah, he's gonna be he's gonna be back to he's gonna get moved out next week probably, but for now he is still the cover boy. Him and Asmodunk.
I love Asmodunk so much.
Oh god, it makes me want to learn how to be good with Asmodan. Like, that skin is so fucking cool that it makes me want to play that character. But no, they added Tracer. Tracer is a character available if you pre-ordered the cool $60 version of Overwatch on PC.
Ooh, Tracer.
Yay, Tracer. What's your beef with Tracer, son?
They haven't made an animated series yet.
Yeah, that is a problem. Her hero trailer was super funny and super well made. Like, just like seeing Murky is like, is that a frog in a bubble? Just stuff like that. But yeah, I got to try Tracer out. She's awesome. She's super fun. Like, she is a super fun character to play. I do think that as far as balancing goes, she's oddly well tuned. Because yeah, she does a lot of damage and has really good mobility. There's no doubt about those two things. But she is made of glass, has no crowd control, no stuns. Fucking yeah. So I think she's actually pretty well balanced, really powerful, one of the better assassins.
The only thing I can see to do, like with Tracer, if they're gonna do anything, is make her slower. Like, not her attack speed, nothing. Just like her movement is gonna be like cut.
So here's the thing about Tracer that why I think she was put in the game is because right now Butcher is broken. Right now Butcher is broken. He is not allowed in ranked play. He is so fucking broken. And now she is a counter to Butcher.
How's that?
Because Butcher can run at you at full speed faster than almost every character in the game, except fucking Falstad, target you, and once he locks onto you, you're done. But if Tracer can typically blink away from that, and she can break out of his target by using blink.
Wait, that charge attack he uses is an insta-kill?
It's not an insta-kill, but it might as well be, because it stuns you, and then he does a shit ton of damage. Unless you're a top-tier tank, like a Leoric or an Arthas, you're done. Like, if you're a character, like, if you're anything but a top-tier tank, you're done. You're not going to survive that.
Something I know that works with the butcher in that Leoric's ghost form. If you turn into his ghost form, right right before he's about to hit you, he'll just go through you. If you cancel it in time.
Yeah, but that's very few characters can do that. Like it's basically
Murden can jump over him. I know that much.
let's see, it's Tracer's blink, Murden's jump, and
Falstad's fly.
no, he'll follow Falstad.
He'll follow him in that entire flight.
Unless you're talking about the flight where he zooms across the entire map.
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but like, why would you use that against that unless you are absolutely need to? Yeah, like there's not much.
Wait, is that Falstad's R or is that his? I thought that was just one of his abilities.
That is his. I want to say that's his Z, but it has a long ass cooldown either way.
Ah.
Um.
Oh,
Yeah.
something I saw that was hilarious. Did you know do you know if the butcher charges Diablo and he times it right, he can throw him over him?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, like he'll charge him full speed and he'll be like grab and toss over him. He'll be like he'll John Cena him. It's fucking great. Just grab, throw, bam. But like that window to hit that has to be like 0.2 of a second.
But like the problem isn't the charge; it's the fact that after like not only
After he hits you, it's like a 7-second stun.
And it's a fucking insta-kill, so, like, the only one who can be hit by it and break out, I believe, is Tracer. Mm-hmm. So, like, that, it's Tracer and then high survivability tanks. And also, she's a direct counter to Butcher because of how much damage she does. Because, I gotta say, for a fucking assassin, the Butcher can just take a fucking beating. Like
is Diablo still considered an assassin?
No, he's tank. He's a tank.
Oh, okay. I thought he was considered assassin. But I was about to say he lives.
Yeah, no, Diablo's garbage. Like Diablo,
trying to fight Diablo on your own is suicide.
Yeah, like Diablo doesn't have super great damage output, but he is very high survivability. I believe he's last I checked, he was a top tier tank.
Speaking of characters, though, that I find fun, Tracer cannot blink or, like, back out of Dahaka's tongue.
No, but she can blink out of his little earthquake.
Yeah, well, that's not an earthquake. He just makes bugs fly around him.
No, I'm talking about the one where he goes underground.
That's not an attack. That is just him going like, I'm gonna hide for 4 seconds.
I thought that did damage because I remember reading it.
No, that's just an avoid. Like if you're about to be hit by like Tracer's bomb, you can dig down and avoid the damage.
Huh.
And then like from underground, you can use like the bugs circle around you to make it so they don't just wait above you.
Let's see.
Yeah, because and then like his Z is like he can jump to bush to bush. Like he can jump from any point in the map to any bush.
Let's see. All right, well, I mean, so
but yeah, I mean that the Haka can't really do a lot of damage. I mean, he is the ultimate yanker.
Yeah, he's definitely up there. Like watching him for sure. I know that I haven't gotten to encounter too many of them. That said, he is one of the tougher characters I've had to fight. My time with Tracer against him, though, like if you are smart with Tracer, you can give him the business. Also, I want to find out if her bomb will her bomb can stick to people. Her ultimate.
Yeah.
I wonder if you stick it to him, can he break out of it if he goes underground?
I think so, because I don't imagine I don't know, because I've that ability cancels damage, so
yeah, but if it's
if he's poisoned
and
he digs, I mean, I imagine he wouldn't take anything because if he becomes immune to damage,
yeah, that's true.
Like he's immune, that means he doesn't take damage. There's not really a loophole amount around immune.
Well, anyway,
I mean that's the thing you can try out though. Next time you see a Dahaka,
yeah, because I imagine
make him your baby back.
Yeah, I'll wait for my counter and then go nuts. All right, well, that's cool. So, on the request of Aaron, who won't be able to be here due to technical problems, he asked that we talk about some Overwatch. because I was in the beta and I
That's.
got to play a little more of it.
I was about to say I thought we were gonna do that anyways, but okay. Oh, is that where Aaron went?
Yeah, he had apparently there's a problem with his drivers on his audio on the audio side of his PC. By the way,
Oh,
Ray,
that's lame.
if you are looking to buy Persona 4 Golden, it is $10 via Amazon right now.
Oh, I already have a
So
copy.
yeah, you have my copy, you rat bastard.
No,
You should
thank
give me
you
my
for that.
yeah, you should give me my copy of my fucking game back. There's the link. Um,
On Monday, if it's still there.
yeah, okay, I hope it is. God damn it. Anyway,
That is a really good deal. Oh, it's
yeah,
just the digital code?
yeah, you download it.
How does that work? Do they just email you a code?
Yeah, they email you the code, then you put it into PSN.
Oh, that's really interesting. Is it down discounted on PSN right now?
No, I don't believe so. It's just I'm guessing
Okay.
Amazon has a surplus of codes. You can thank
Okay, well that's cool.
you can thank the cheap ass gamer forum for that news.
Yeah, that's cool. I wish Persona if they made I kind of wish they made a remake for the PC.
Good luck, bro.
I don't
Atlas.
really like a remake. I just mean here's a prettier version.
I mean, that's what they did with the Vita. Like they said, "Hey, we're gonna make it prettier and portable," and they put it on the
Yeah,
Vita.
just imagine Persona 4 Platinum. I'm
Dude,
giving you ideas, Atlas.
I think Atlas is completely fine with that game being exclusive to the Vita, just because it sells Vitas.
Yeah, just be like, hey, Atlas, remember, Ray Johansson gave you that. If you ever have any openings in positions.
Oh, dude, don't even talk to me about that. There's so many ideas I've had and predicted that just happen weeks or months later.
Really?
Like I called Miss Pandaria. I called Miss Pandaria 2 fucking years before it happened.
What do you mean?
Like we were speculating what's gonna be the next expansion after Cataclysm, and I was like, oh yeah, you're totally gonna go to Pandaland, Pandaria, where the Pandaren are from, and what happens? Boom, Miss Pandaria, and I was like, God fucking damn it, I hate being right about everything.
Did you just basically tell the people that you were talking about that with, look who was right now?
Oh, we did a video about it. We also did
Oh, by the way, Bronson,
Mm,
I've got good news for myself at least.
all right.
Tomorrow I might be picking up a Toon Link for $11.
What the fuck? Through who? Through
We'll see
what?
if it happens.
Yeah, like what the hell?
You'll be the first person to know if it does.
How?
You'll find out.
No, like just message me how in the box right here. Because I'm curious. What the hell? Anyway, moving forward. I put some time into Stardew Valley. That game is evil.
All right, I'm gonna jump off this podcast for a little while, guys.
For
I love
love
you
of
all.
God.
Bronson will text me when he's done
Look,
talking
look,
about this
look,
Satan
look.
worshipper in game. Peace.
Look,
Bye, guys.
Ray, I'm sorry to tell you, part of video game coverage is covering games like this. Hello? Ray? Seriously, dude. Really?
I'm here. Goddamn.
But no, seriously, you come on now.
All right, let's talk about your game, Bronson. Let's talk about this game. The game's not really a game.
It's a game. It's very much a game.
It's not.
It is.
I don't believe it.
You know what? Fuck buying that amiibo. I'm just gonna buy it for you on Steam right now.
No.
So, yep. This is how.
Don't do it, please.
Stardew Valley.
You already. It's too much. It's $15. You don't have enough.
$15, yeah. Oh wait, I can trade in some Steam cards and get it for like 10. Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Oh, dude, it'll be like, oh, what's Ratchet and Clank? Oh, wow, 48 hours into Dark Souls and 200 into Stardew Valley. Ray, are you okay? They're shrubs. They grow back.
I'm kind of curious. What is Tori put into this game? Because Tori has been like one of the biggest advocates of this game. For those of you who don't know Tori, she's one of the hosts of Playing God and one of our staff members. And she turned it on to me along with Aaron. Aaron, her, and Dan Reichert over at Giant Bomb were all talking quite a fair bit of, they were hyping this game up like that, like they were super hyping this game up to me, like no doubt. They said, "Yo, if you like Harvest Moon, you'll really like this game." And I was like, "All right, well, I'll give it a look." Oh my God, Tori,
What?
she has played an unbelievable amount of Smite. Sorry, I was looking through her library, and she's played 123 hours of Smite.
I
What?
don't have a comment for that.
Okay, here we go. Uh, 131 hours of Stardew Valley.
Oh.
By comparison, Dan Reichert only has about 80 something. You there?
I just said that's insane.
Sorry, I didn't pick up on the mic for some reason.
Okay, I was just like, did I not talk loud enough?
Yeah.
Next time I'll scream it!
Scream louder!
Oh yeah, by the way, Bronson, something I wanted to mention that I noticed the other day.
Mm.
For all of you lovely people out there who play Rocket League or are waiting for Rocket League to go on sale, right now, if you play on the PC, it is on sale.
Cool. And that is
Yeah.
cross-play with the other platforms.
It is $11.99 and $2 for the, like, all the bonus stuff, like the DLC.
I'm not gonna lie. So I've been playing Stardew Valley, and oh god, like I'm really early in the game, but like it's very fortunate that I don't have a very large amount of free time. Because if I did, I would be in the exact boat where Tori is. And the reason I say that is because like it just time flies in that game so fast. Like you're like, oh, I'm just gonna do a couple of days worth of activities, and the next thing you know, it's a billion hours later, and it's like, oh man, I need to tend to my crops, but hey, it's 9 a.m. So and so wakes up. I better wait outside her door with some flowers.
No, like I already know, like working the job I work now that I basically have a computer that I can take with me to work, like a laptop. If you were like, "Hey Ray, I bought you Stardew Valley," it would be like, "Hey Ray, how's the shift going? My crops are doing well."
One of my favorite things is I was playing it at work, and our coworker just started dancing to the country music that it was playing. Oh, that was so funny. I was dying when we started doing that. It's a really pretty game. Like it's sprite art, but it's really good sprite art. I like the different systems. I got a cat.
Do you start with the cat, or do you have to earn a cat? Do you
So
steal a cat when you're walking down the street?
you wake up one day and your neighbor is like, "Yo, dude, we found this cat just hanging around your property for like 2 days. Do you want to take care of it?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Why not?" And now I have a cat. I have an orange cat.
Nice.
I will say,
Does it meow?
Yeah, it does. You'll go up to pet it and a little heart will come out. I know there's this beach bum who I talked to who taught me how to fish. He just gave me a fishing rod and taught me how to fish and was just like, "Here you go, bro." So there's that. Um, I've currently basically been saving up for like right now. I'm currently saving up for a small barn, and so I've been saving up for a small barn and clearing out all my land because when you start playing, they just give you a tiny ass house and a shit ton of land that's like has tons of weeds and trees and just like crap all over it that you have to clean out. But the good news about all that crap is you can sell it for resources or use it in some cases, like the wood.
Really?
Yeah. I will say, when you first start the game, if you're like me, you'll want to start clearing that stuff out really quick, and you will probably overwork your guy, and he will pass out in the field. And like the next day, when you wake up, someone will be sitting outside your house, being like, So we found you just like passed out in the field. Some dude was picking through your pockets. He might have got some of your money. I don't know. Be more careful next time. So yeah.
Oh god, that's. I just have to say, like, the more you tell me about this game, the more I want to play it. But at the same time, like, I will never buy this game because I will just vanish. Like, you're just like, I'm gonna buy you this game. I'm like, you can do it. Like, I would accept it happily. But at the same time, it would be that whole thing of just like, what have you been playing? Right, Stardew Valley. What else have you been playing? Stardew Valley. No, I said, what else? Stardew Valley.
Like you're gonna have to try it for Game of the Year awards, either like at my house or well, I mean you're gonna see it next week during Game of the Year or not during Game of the Year awards, during recording. But so we'll see how that. So you'll at least see it, and then I don't know. Like if I have extra cash, I'll probably just be like, fuck it, here, take it.
Yeah, like I was
Uh,
about to say, if you bought that for me, I'd give you the 10 back. I'd be like, here.
yeah, like yeah. So I don't know. I might do that. I might do that either this check or next. Probably next because my next check's gonna have a shit ton of OT on it.
Right.
Uh,
110 hours.
88 for me, maybe a little more, depending on if I'm doing certain chores or not.
Oh, that's
Uh,
cool.
yeah, because of the client who needs to go to the gym. Um, he needs to go to the gym and pump iron. And then I have to help him, but sometimes he doesn't want or need my help, so I just do curls or ride the bike.
Really?
Yeah. No, I was straight up sitting there riding the bike, talking to the staff from one of the other houses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a fun time. Um, I mean, hey, it's a free small workout at a gym, right?
Uh-huh.
Why not, right?
Basically.
Yeah. Oh, also, the like this Stardew Valley, like, so you know how you're gunning for a wife in these games, like in Harvest Moon and whatnot. Uh,
Yeah.
oh, in this game you can customize your character too. Like, it gives you a bunch of
Can you?
customization options. Yeah. Like, I gave my guy like nerdy glasses, black T-shirt, blue jeans. He looks like the Fonz basically, but a nerd.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You know else is funny, Bronson?
What?
Puns.
Okay, go for it. Give me your best pun.
I don't have puns. They're just funny.
Oh, okay.
You know 3.4% of all sailors are pirates?
3.14% of sailors are all
Yeah.
pirates.
3.14.
Percent of sailors are pirates. Ah.
Wah.
Yeah. I think my main beef with Stardew Valley is sometimes it's kind of vague on what it wants from you, but on the other end, like I also love like the exploration aspect of it and just how like their equivalent to Easter happened, and I went on a timed egg hunt and got second place. If you
You're
get
just like, damn it, I need to do this again.
yeah, and like you have to wait till next year to do it again. Like apparently, if you get let's see, apparently if you get first place, you get something special. That involves growing crops, and then if you get first place the next year, you get a straw hat.
A straw hat, so you can look like Luffy, the Pirate King.
Yes, exactly. Which that's every young farmer's goal. Um, Also, as someone who worked at a farm at one point in his life, I would just like to say that I wish real life farming was half as fun as it is in Stardew Valley. Yeah.
I don't know. Like I worked on a farm when I was younger. I'll still go down there and like help out occasionally. And like I I don't dislike farm work, but at the same
Oh,
time,
God.
like doing farm work in a video game, I'm just like, ha! It would take so much longer to do that in the real world.
Oh my no! Like I hated doing like especially because I was doing a lot of it during college. So like I remember like you okay. So have you ever like harvested garlic?
Never garlic.
Oh, it is the fucking worst. And then you have to take it apart so you can sell it. Oh God.
Slowly, carefully now. Don't agitate the fuck out of this garlic.
I hated planting garlic. I hated planting shit because typically, like, I was the one who would have to till the soil, and mechanical tillers are a bitch to move a lot of the time, especially ours because it was partly broken. And then if you're doing it with a hoe, it takes all fucking day long. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you have to till soil with? I'm curious.
Oh god, what was that big ass machine called?
Was it a riding one or was it a push one?
Writing.
Oh, you lucky fucker.
Yeah, like
You,
they have a big ass farm up there. Like they used to use like you had to do it yourself, and then they're like, let's splurge, max out a credit card, and stop breaking our spines.
yeah, like my grandfather has like mostly old school shit, so it's like it's the fucking one you push, or
Oh, like the
oh
point at the end.
yeah, like it has the point,
Oh, I
and
hate that one.
it has the fucking rotors.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh my fucking god! And you know how if you angle it wrong, it'll just like get stuck.
and you're just done for like an hour.
And you just like have to rip it out and you're just fucking exhausted and like I wasn't doing like huge plots of land like we were like a four-man band, dude. This shit wasn't like gigantic plots of land, you know. But like just all fucking day with that fucking machine, and by the end of the day, like I'd get out of there at like, you know, we'd get there at like 6 and I'd get out for class at like 2, drive back to Reno, go to like rinse off in the TMCC locker room, go to class, and just like my instructor would be like, why are you so tired? I'm like, I'm dead on the inside, that's why.
I just plowed a field. Go away.
Yeah, like, dude, farm work, like, if you want to talk about like stuff that like that just drains you, old school farm work. Yeah, so yeah, Stardew Valley though, addictive as hell, super fun, well made. Uh, it's kind of funny that these like games made by 1 to 3 people are getting so big. You know. Also, you have to think of how insanely talented these people are. Like one guy made that game.
Right?
That means one guy did all that art, all that programming, all that music, all that writing. Like fuck, dude. I could barely do one part of a video game. Oh. Like, I could maybe do the writing.
Like, I could do a lot of the steps if I could, like, just have the time to learn them.
Well, yeah, that's anyone. But, like, I'm
Like,
saying...
as of right now, I could probably do, with the limited amounts I know, I could do the art, I could do the editing, and I could maybe do slight animation. Like, not crazy, but I could make a guy move.
You know, like, I could do the writing, and like, some of the design work, and that's about it. You know, like, you know, I think one of the hardest parts to do in a game is dialogue.
I agree.
Dialogue, like, because, like, you just gotta think, like, what do these people say when they're just staying around doing fucking nothing? Like, that's actually one reason I really like Mass Effect and the first Dragon Age so much, is because, like, you have to sit there and be like, alright, what the fuck does this dude say in this situation? So yeah. Alright, well, that's all I've been playing.
Yeah, same here.
Alright, well, we got a shit ton of news. We got news for days.
So, like, an article?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 news stories. Alright, well, are you ready for some Super Senpai news listings? Is that a yes? Is that a no?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright,
2 minutes an article. Let's do this.
Okay, calm down, Skippy. Because some of these will probably blow through in like under 30 seconds, but others I want to say take some time on, particularly the big one.
The big one!
The big one! Oh, we have to have that as a phrase that applies to something like they did in that game.
Right? What was it what did they apply it to?
They applied it to robbing the Union Depository, which is where like the U.S. government keeps large portions of their gold.
That's
Um,
right.
so yeah. All right. Well, anyway, Hearthstone is offering 13 free packs to celebrate Whispers of the Old Gods release.
How do you get them?
All right. Well, log into the game during the first week of Whispers of the Old Gods, starting April 26th in North America, and you'll get 3 packs. Complete a quest to win 2 games in the new standard format, and that's 5 packs right there. Complete a quest to win 7 further games in standard after completing the last quest for 2 to get 5 more packs.
Damn. So basically, you just have to win 7 games?
You have to win 9 games altogether.
Okay, that's not hard.
Not only that, logging into the game during the opening week will also earn players a new legendary card, Sethune, along with 2 cards that complement Sethune.
What's Sethune?
Sethune is one of the old gods.
That means nothing to me. What's Sethune?
Okay, so first off, the old gods are like they're think of Cthulhu basically. As of Sethune, they haven't revealed what he is yet. It looks like I'm doing a quick run right now.
Don't you know who Sethune is from Warcraft?
Yeah, he's an old god, the end boss of AQ40. Um, I will say one of the new Warlock cards is ridiculous.
What is it?
All right, so it's a level. It takes 10 to cast. Destroy all minions. Draw a card for each card destroyed.
What?
Yep. That. Let's see. Cho'Gall is also being added to Warcraft decks. The next spell you cast this turn costs health instead of mana.
What?
Yep.
That can be such a bullshit. That could wait. What level is Cho'Gath?
Cho'Gall.
Or Cho'Gall?
Cho'Gall is level 7.
So basically, you're saying at level 7 you can get Pyroblast out for 10 health.
Yep.
That can just destroy someone.
So I found Sethune. He's a level 10. He costs 6. His attack is 6. His defense is 6. His cost is 10. His battle cry: deal damage equal to this minion's attack, randomly split among all enemies.
Wait, say that one more time, just so I make sure I got it.
Battle cry: deal damage equal to this minion's attack, randomly split among all enemies.
No, I meant his attack and health.
6 attack, 6 defense.
And 6 to summon?
10 to summon. But they haven't said what the cards that are going to be to complement him are yet. A couple the other 3 old gods that they've announced so far are N'Zoth, the Corruptor, Battlecry: summon your death rattle minions that died this game.
All of them?
All of them.
That's insanely OP.
He has 5 attacks, 7 defense. He costs 10 to summon.
Oh, wow.
Then there is Yogg-Saron, Hope's End. His battle cry: cast a random spell for each spell that you've cast this game. Targets are chosen at random.
So you're saying if that was in like a mage deck and you played that at the end of your say turn 15, like if it went like if this game was just dragon, you would play like 12 spells at once?
Yep.
Ow.
Oh.
So messed up.
Oh. Yeah, that's messed up. Do you want to talk about the fucking craziest one? Because none of these fuckers particularly have high attack or high defense, except for this last guy. Oh boy, you're gonna like this one. Alright. Yaraj, Rage Unbound. At the end of your turn, put a minion from your deck onto the battlefield.
Okay.
I want you to think about that one for a second.
Okay.
Put a minion from your deck onto the battlefield.
It's random minion, I assume.
No, you choose.
What?
You choose.
So Deathwing, just Ragnaros, just
Yes, a freebie legendary, basically. Not only that, he costs 10 to summon, but he has 10 attack and 10 defense.
jeez.
Oh my
So,
god.
and you get him for free just for playing in the first week?
No, you get Sethune for free.
How do you get the other ones?
I imagine the same way you get any other card.
Ah.
They have a new version of Deathwing that'll be awesome for your dragon deck. Deathwing, Dragon Lord. Death Rattle. Put all dragons from your hand onto the battlefield.
Wait, so this is a different kind of Deathwing?
Yes, this is a second Deathwing. There's Deathwing the Destroyer, the thing that I run most of my decks based around, and then there's Deathwing Dragon Lord.
Damn.
Which he costs 10 to summon, 12 attack, 12 defense, just like the other one. But his Death Rattle is put all dragons from your hand into the battlefield.
So if he dies, you get every dragon in your hand.
Yes.
Oh, that's so bull.
You run a dragon deck. Think about how that's going to be for
I
you.
do. I know, but at the same time, just thinking of that, I'm like, that's so unfair.
Let's see.
I'm just imagining that. I'm like, no, don't. That's because I've seen other people run dragon decks too, and they're mean. I don't want that against me.
I'm gonna read. I'm gonna do some class cards for this set for you also, so you get an idea of what they're like. So your primary deck is a priest, right?
My primary deck is the hunter, but
Right.
I also love the priest. It's probably split, I'd say.
All right, I'll do the hunter then. All right, we got 5 hunter cards. The legendary Princess Huron. Yeah, basically. Battle Cry. Trigger a friendly minion's death rattle effect.
Ooh.
That
would pair well with that one legendary.
Whenever this minion kills another minion, it may attack again. That's a different one.
Okay.
This is a spell. Summon all 3 animal companions.
Oh, wait, what?
Yep.
That's the bird, bear, and the boar. God damn.
Yep, for 8 mana.
That's nice, because you get one with shield, one with charge, and one that boosts beast's attack. Oh, that's so mean.
Alright, so this next one is low cost and evil as shit. Give your minions Death Rattle. Add a random beast to your hand.
Ooh.
Alright, and then the last hunter card, Battle Cry. Give all minions Death Rattle, minions in your hand, +1/+1.
So, whenever a minion dies, every minion in your hand or on the field gets +1/1?
Yes.
Oh god, that's mean.
Alright, so mage cards, because I run a mage deck. Battle Cry. Deal 1 damage to all enemy minions.
Okay.
Battle Cry. Summon a random 3-cost minion.
Okay.
Battle Cry. Cast a random spell that costs 5 or less. Target randomly chosen.
Okay.
Oh my god, and that thing costs 5 to summon, as 5 attack, 4 defense. That thing's fucking...
Wait, what is that one?
Okay, that one's called Servant of Yogg-Saron. It costs a random spell that costs 5 or less. So that's Fireball, Ice Barrier, Polymorph, Arcane Magic, Arcane Explosion, Mirror Image.
Oh god, that's...
And you're getting a random monster, and you're getting a pretty tough monster with it.
Yeah.
Last one for... Oh no, we got a couple more for the mages.
I was about to say, after that, tell me priest, because I'm actually pretty curious, and I'm guessing there's someone out there who plays a priest.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do priest and paladin next.
Cool.
After you cast a spell, freeze a random enemy. Oh, this one is nasty for mages. Add 3 random mage spells to your hand.
3 random?
Yes.
How much does that cost?
5.
Damn.
This next one costs 0. Alright.
I already don't like it.
Spend all your mana, deal that much damage to a minion.
Oh, it's just to a minion. That's not bad.
Dude, that still can save your ass.
But you have to expend all your mana for it. So, I mean, it's kind of just a one-turn stall kind of thing.
Alright, so the Priest Legendary, Herald Volage, summon a 1/1 copy of each of your other minions.
Of each of your other minions?
Yes.
So
the ones
like,
that are
say
on the
you
field.
have so if you have a Deathwing, it would summon a 1/1 Deathwing?
Yes.
That seems useless for a legendary. Like, seems absolutely garbage.
Let's see. There's this turn, your healing effects deal damage instead.
Alright, so it would be the Shadow Priest. I don't run one of those.
Death Rattle, copy a card from your opponent's deck and add it to your hand.
That's pretty nice.
Shadow Word Horror, destroy all minions with 2 attack or less.
Ooh.
And last one is a 0. It costs 0. Spend all of your mana to summon a random minion that costs that much.
Damn. That one's pretty good.
So late game, if you have fucking 10 mana, you're getting something good.
Yeah, is it a 1 cost or a 0 cost?
0 cost.
Yeah, you're definitely getting something good.
Alright, so we got a Paladins here from a Paladin Pals. Warcraft reference for those who play.
I'm a holy paladin because I'm a...
Yeah. We'll tell that story if I get approved for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Steward of Darkshire. Whenever you summon a minion, a 1 health minion, give it Divine Shield.
Okay.
As it costs 3, has 3 attack, 3 defense. This one, Stand Against the Darkness. 5 to summon 5 1/1 Silverhand recruits.
Oh god, like every now and then, like I'm just like, those are useless cards, but I've seen like paladins straight up have cards like, if a monster, like, give all of your monsters with less than 2 attack plus 3 attack this turn.
Yeah, well,
and it's a 1 cost. I'm just like, that's mean.
So, all right. So think of it this way. Combine that with that card I just told you about. All those guys get Divine Shield.
I know, they all get Divine Shield and plus 3 attack, so I mean...
let's see. So...
That'd be 20... That'd be 15 attack. They literally would not be able to stop you from winning next turn with Divine Shield on all of them.
So next up is Vilefin Inquisitor, Battlecry. Your hero power becomes a summon a 1/1 Murloc.
Oh, that'd be super good for a Murloc deck.
Oh, dude, Paladins are getting hella Murloc buffs.
I might start rocking a Paladin deck just because I want to rock a Murloc deck. And if Paladins are getting that kind of boost, I'm probably going to make that my Murloc deck.
Alright, so next one is Anti-Ragnaros.
Anti-Ragnaros?
Okay, okay, so he's called Ragnaros Light Lord. And you're like, okay, that sounds interesting. At the end of your turn, restore 8 health to a damaged friendly character.
Restore 8 health?
Yes.
So essentially whatever Ragnaros heals gets negated.
Okay, so like for instance, let's say I have Deathwing on the field and I have 12 health and I summon this guy. At the end of my turn, he's going to heal Deathwing or he's going to heal me.
Oh. Oh, wow, for 8 damage?
Yes.
I hate it. I hate him already.
Oh, you're
hate him as much as Reno Jackson.
Oh, this one is 1,000 times more annoying than Reno Jackson ever could be.
Why?
Alright, it costs 0, and it's called Forbidden Healing. Oh god, this is such an asshole card. Spend all your mana. Restore twice that much health.
I hate it.
So think of it this way. They're down to 5 health. They have this card, and they spend all their mana to get 20 health back.
And then if you get him down again, Reno Jackson comes out.
Oh God.
That would be 50 health they can regain in one match. You know how much of a turtle deck that could be?
Oh, I'm just
I would make that deck all about clearing the field. Like, that's my whole deck. I'm just like, I'm going to keep your field empty, and you're going to deck out first.
like I run a turtle paladin, so for me this is like yeah.
For you, you're just like, boner maximum achieved.
Uh,
That's probably going to be the pushing point for me to be like, F it, $20. I'm getting Reno Jackson.
oh God.
I would put him in every deck, too. Every deck would have Reno Jackson.
We're gonna be rich.
We're gonna be rich.
God. I'll run through.
Is it bad that I've considered like dropping like massive amounts of money on this game? Like, $20 isn't bad for 30 packs.
No, because I remember when the game like first came out on PC, I blew a solid $20 on it like day one, and then like a month later, I blew another 30.
Yeah, like I had that conundrum of like, should I buy the Dragons area or 20 packs? And I bought the Dragons area, and I don't regret it at all.
Which, starting on the 26th, the new format happens.
What's that?
So I've told you about this.
I know you told me, but I'm just like, I can't remember what the new format style is.
Okay, so what it is they're going to have two types of play. There's going to be free play, which is all series, all adventures, all packs, everything is allowed. And then they're going to have standard, which is going to be the base set that's been around from the beginning. And then it's going to be whatever the newest adventure and then the newest pack. So, for example, when standard format starts this upcoming week, you're going to have the League of Explorers. So you're going to have all those fun cards available to you.
Yep.
And then you're going to have, let me go to the pack store. Well, I already know what it is. It's Whispers of the Old Gods. So they're gonna have the four newest, I believe. I believe it was the one newest or the four newest. So for sure, Naxxramas and gnomes and goblins are are leaving soon.
Gnomes and goblins and like you cannot use those cards anymore.
In standard play, not in free play, you can use them however you use them as much as you want.
But in ranked.
But in ranked, you no more gnomes and goblins, which I say fuck yeah, because mech decks can go suck it. And no more Naxxramas, which bums me out because zombie decks are the shit, isn't it?
I've never seen a zombie deck.
They're fucking crazy.
Why is that?
Because they just keep summoning. Just every fucking turn, it's like 12 dudes on the field, all up in your shit.
Oh, zombie decks, yeah. When's the next adventure coming out? Has that been announced or said or anything?
No, but the next expansion is Whispers of the Old Gods.
I know you've said that like 18 times.
Which right now they have a deal where you can get 50 packs for $50.
That's pretty good too. Like I've considered it in all honesty. Like I'm just like if I put 25 away each check, I could do it.
Oh yeah, especially because if you disenchant, like even if the cards are garbage, you can disenchant for good shit.
Yeah, like I'm getting close to actually making a legendary hero. Like, if I load up the game for like a second, let's see. Open. I think it'd be in my collection, right?
Yeah, you can see how much dust you have. Like I have 1490, so I'm on my way to my next one. And I'm sure if I was willing to disenchant some shit that I don't use, I could probably, get what I need.
I have 950.
Okay, so you're getting there. I know that I have a legendary for a rogue deck that I could disenchant, but I'm not willing because who knows, I might make a rogue deck and that legendary could be very useful.
I've straight up made a deck with every class possible. And I thought that when I did that I was like, this was the best idea I've ever had.
I know that I'm really considering getting that I don't want to like. I'm kind of hesitant to buy stuff in the newer sets, just because I know eventually, even though it's far down the road, they're gonna be not around. So yeah, I was right that it's the two oldest that discontinue. So it'll be Nax and Gnomes and Goblins, and then once they release a new set, it'll be Blackrock Mountain, and then once they release one after that, it'll be the Grand Tournament,
Yeah.
and so on and so forth. So I guess enjoy your dragon deck in standard rank for another half a year, I believe.
And what is it? Like this wouldn't like negate what am I thinking? Like the normal packs, those will always be good, right?
Yeah, basic packs always good. Cards in the base set are always still allowed in everything.
Yeah. Like right now I'm probably working towards one of two legendaries. Confessor like Pale Trees. Like her ability is if I inspire, I gain a legendary minion, like a random one.
That's good, but just yeah, like I know I'm kind of working towards Sylvanas because of that mind control.
Yeah.
I
Like
like
I
that.
like that one just because the last time I used it, I got Ragnaros.
That God, it's fucking evil. Um, yeah. So we'll see. Hold that thought.
But
Actually,
like one thing I'm also looking at for my hunter deck is Gazrilla. Whenever this minion takes damage, double its attack.
ooh,
And it's a
that's
6/9. And with like there's a few cards in the hunter's deck that like deal 1 damage to an enemy. Like deal 1 damage when it's summoned. And like if I could just load up like two cards, because it's a 7 to summon, if I could just load up two cards that do a damage and just hit him twice, that's 24 damage he deals.
No, I feel you, because check out some of the shit from the Paladin legendaries. Whenever a friendly minion dies, this is in your hand, and this card is in your hand, gain one attack.
No, but the card I'm probably gonna try and get is King Crush.
Yeah,
He's an 8/8 with for a 9 to summon with charge. I'm just like an 8/8 with charge is just
that's
deadly. Like
that's the
that
T-Rex,
ends
right?
it.
That's the
Yeah.
yeah, I remember he's a dick. I hate him. Uh
And like the last class I play like off and on is Warrior really. And like looking at Warrior, I'm just like there's so many good ones. And it's just like Varian Wern or Wyrn or
Varian Rin, he's the character.
yeah.
He's the character who I've been begging for them to put in Warcraft or in Heroes, but they refuse.
Yeah, like his battle cry, draw 3 cards and put any minions you drew directly onto the battlefield.
Ugh, that's just
And Gormish Hellscream. Charge and enrage, he gets 6 attack.
Grom Hellscream.
Yeah,
Gromish.
Gromish, is that how you say it?
Gromish Hellscream. Or just, most people call him Grom.
Yeah, and like,
Uh,
or like Iron Judgment, it's a 6 to play. And its battle cry is shuffle a mine into your opponent's deck, and when they draw it, they take 10 damage immediately.
Let me run this Paladin one by you. Okay, so I just told you it. Whenever a friendly minion dies while this card is in your hand, it gains +1 attack. Now you can summon a minion that can die every turn. Think about that for a second.
Hold on, let's see, which one is that?
That's in Paladins. It's the level 5 legendary Bolvar 4 dragon.
Bulbar Fordray. I'm looking for him right now because I'm in Paladin.
Go to
Oh, I
crafting.
see him. Borbang Fordragon. Whenever a friendly minion dies while this is in your hand, gain 1. So if you get that at the beginning of your your turn.
Just keep feeding your opponent worthless minions and just bust it out.
And Paladin can make minions too.
Yeah, you can make a minion every turn.
Yeah. Isn't there a card that gives a monster charge as well in Paladin?
Yes, there's also one that summons 3 minions for a cost of 3.
Damn.
Let's see. Then there's this one. Battle Cry. Change all enemy minions attack to 1.
Yeah, I saw that one. Like I'm going through it now because I was looking for that card. And I'm just like, this is mean.
Let's see. Oh, and Tyrion Forging. I was saving for him back when the game first came out. All right, 6/6, 8 to summon. Divine Shield, Taunt, and then Death Rattle. Equip a 5/3 Ashbringer.
And wait, does that card only affect like when your own monsters die?
Yeah, it's friendly minions die.
Because I was about to say, if not, enter the Coliseum for 6 that destroys all minions on the field, but the 2 with the highest attack is just bull.
Yeah, but Enter the Coliseum I thought only worked for warriors.
No. Enter the Coliseum, destroy all minions except each player's highest attack minion.
But is it a warrior deck card or is that?
It's a paladin.
Oh God.
Right?
Even then, though, just fucking cast 2 muster for battles, activate that. That's 5 attack right there. Yeah, no, dude. Paladin decks are fucking evil.
The only ones I found more evil is probably Warlock.
Priest is fucking a nightmare and a half.
I love my priest so much.
I will say that you want to talk about the best legendaries, though, it has to be mages.
Well, yeah, mages are just kind of OP, though.
Yeah, but that's
like unfairly OP. Like, oh, I just realized I can afford a pyroblast. I can afford 2 actually.
2 of those. God.
Yeah, like Ronin. Add 3 copies of Arcane Missile to your hand.
I know that
bullshit.
Flame Levy, when you draw, this card deals 2 damage to all other characters.
Yeah. Archmage, Antonidas. Whenever you cast a spell, add Fireball to your hand. So if you have Antonidas in your hand, and turn 10 hits, and they just took out Ronin, basically you play him, play 3 of those, and you have 3 Fireballs next turn.
Yeah, no. So here's the thing. Getting Antonidas out, keeping him alive, and a couple of spells with him is a bitch. But if you can do it, it's game. You win. There's no way, because your fireballs generate more fireballs.
Yeah.
Because those count as spells. So you just need 1 arcane missile, and shit just pops off.
What I would honestly do with him, if I drew him turn 1, I would hold my coin.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. No question.
Actually, fun fact about him. You know how this week's Tavern Brawl is the Raven, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, him and the Raven would be nasty.
No, I got him in the Raven.
Oh.
It was wonderful. It was basically my first thing. I was like, Minion! And he popped in. I was like, what does he do? I was like, oh, yes. I got him, and then I waited till, and then I played him turn 7, and he couldn't kill him. And next turn, I played 6 Ravens. And I was just like, I win.
Well, let's see.
Even if you kill him, there's nothing you can do.
I like looking at neutral legendaries, because those are the ones that can just really fuck people up. Because neutral legendaries you can play in any deck, and a lot of them are garbage, like Lore Walker Cho.
Yeah, I'm going back there now to check them out, but a lot of them are really good.
This one, if you can keep him alive, is messed up. Nat Pagel. At the start of your turn, you have a 50% chance to draw an extra card.
Ooh.
Let's see. Aegis Darkbane. Whenever you target this minion with a spell, deal 3 damage to a random enemy.
Right now, for the legendaries I have over there, I have Nefarian, more Geronimo Exkiss, and he basically just makes a raggy when he dies.
Major Domo.
Yeah, Cro-Magnus, Ren Blackhand. I don't have a lot of the super good ones, but I have a lot of good ones.
You have the ones from the adventure. Elite Tauren Chieftain. Give both players the power to rock with a power chord card. Let's see. Harrison Jones. Destroy your opponent's weapon and draw cards equal to its durability. Wow, talk about a big fuck you to warrior decks.
Right. If you put Ice Howl in any deck that can silence, it's basically done because his ability can't attack heroes, but he's at 10/10.
Let's see.
Something you might want to consider for your mage deck is Malagos. Plus 5 spell damage.
Here's one that I want to look into for my paladin deck. Whenever your hero takes damage, this minion takes damage instead.
Huh.
Then there's Karn Bloodhoof, summon a 4/5 Blaine Bloodhoof. Illidan, whenever you play a card, summon a 2/1 Flame of Azzinoth.
Damn.
Let's see. Hogger, at the end of your turn, summon a 2/2 Knoll with Taunt. Damn.
Like, what is it? Gruul at the end of your turn gain 1/1, and he's already a 7/7.
He's nasty. He's definitely tough. Sylvanas, Death Rattle, take control of a random enemy minion.
That's what's like. Where's Sylvanas in this? Actually, I was looking for her.
She's under neutral. She costs 6 under neutral, and she has 5 attack, 5 defense.
Let's see. She's somewhere in here. I'm sure she's 1600.
Yeah, she is. She's definitely 16.
Let's see. Oh god, there's just so many cards.
And this will get trimmed down once they do the patch, though.
Yeah, oh, there's Sylvanas. That's tough, but at the same time, if your field's empty, her power is useless.
Yeah, but imagine that as a counter to a Deathwing, or like. By the way, if you want a version of Flame Leviathan that's just slightly different and works in any deck, Baron Geddon, at the end of your turn, deal 2 damage to all other cards or characters.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. There's the Black Knight who Battlecry, destroy an enemy with taunt. That's annoying, but not insurmountable. If you want a fun kind of like an interesting way to mess with people, Nose Dormu. Players only have 15 seconds for their turn.
See, I like Dr. Boom. Like, he's a card I kind of want to get.
He is actually currently rated as universal for almost any deck, but I also believe he's in the he's Goblins versus Gnomes, so at this point I'm not going to buy him. Yeah.
Then yeah, like just due to the fact I was like he gets those 2 guys and when they explode it's 3 to 6 damage or like 2 to 4, it's something like that.
Just like Trogzor the Earthinator is Gnomes versus Goblins.
Can you tell what each one is?
Yeah, you click on it and then it says what set it's from. Like I just picked on Gruul, he's from Classic.
So click it. No, it doesn't say that for me, at least on like the phone app, because that's all I'm on right now.
Yeah, I'm on the PC, so
let's see.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was just looking at my mass disenchant. I was like, oh, I don't have anything I can really disenchant.
Another good one is Alexstrasza. She costs 9 to summon, 8 health, 8 defense. Battlecry. Set a hero's remaining health to 15.
Damn.
Let's see. Onyxia. Battlecry. Summon a 1/1 whelps onto your side of the battlefield until it is full.
That's kind of messed up. And I had a question. For mass disenchant, this has always confused me. And like, does it just delete copies of what you have?
Yeah, it just deletes shit that you have more than 2 of.
More than 2 of?
Yes.
Oh, okay, then yeah. Because I've been like sketched out on using it this entire time, and like knowing that now, I'm just like, oh, that's super nice to know.
Yeah, like I use that shit constantly because I just like I am the master. Like I'm just reminded of like if Hearthstone was a real physical card game, I would just have like shelves and shelves of common bullshit cards.
That's funny.
Anyway, we should move on to other news. The new Hearthstone expansion looks awesome though. Like I'm down. Plus 13 free packs. Hello.
Right?
Oh wait, I was actually gonna do Warrior real quick for the new set.
Alright.
N'Zoth's First Mate, Battlecry, equipped a 1/3 Rusty Hook. And they cost
1/3 Rusty Hook?
Yes, but they cost 1 to summon, have 1 attack, 1 defense, and they're considered a pirate.
Oh wow.
Alright, so this next one's Ravaging Ghoul, Battlecry, deal 1 damage to all other minions.
1 damage to all other minions?
Yes. Ancient Shield Bearer. If your C'Thun has at least 10 attack, gain 10 armor.
What?
Yep. So if you can buff C'Thun, you get 10 armor.
That's pretty good.
Let's see. Blood Warriors. Add a copy of each damaged friendly minion to your hand.
Wow. So, like, if your field is just hurt, you can hurt someone back.
Yes. Next up, Tentacles for Arms. Death Rattle. Return this card to your hand. So it has 2 attack, 2 defense, 5. It's a weapon. It has 2 attack, 2 durability, 5 to use, but when it dies, it comes back to your hand.
Oh, wow. I always loved cards that come back to your hand and hate them. I hate them immensely, but I love them too.
I'm just every time I hear it, I just think of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sinister Serpent. Because he was like one of the first cards to do that, and it was the fucking bane of Yada decks. Alright, well, we got a shit ton of news to go over that isn't Hearthstone related, so we gotta get to it. Got a nice little chat there going, though.
Yeah. Too bad it cut out like 30 minutes of news.
Yeah. Alright, so Dragon Ball Super, the English dub, has a rough release date. It is going to be out July/August 2016 in the States. And they don't know who is going to be bringing it here besides Funimation is going to work on it.
Oh, okay.
I'm down for Dragon Ball. Those new movies were rad. Who doesn't want to see any more Dragon Ball, right? Hater. Gonna hate.
You're gonna hate.
Fucking hating on Dragon Ball. Alright, we should get to the most important news first before we get to anything else. So, PlayStation Neo. Ray, have you heard of this PlayStation Neo?
Yes, you rant and rave about it all the time.
Yes, on how it's a terrible, terrible idea. But I will explain for the good people at home who do not know what the hell PlayStation Neo is. PlayStation Neo. We've been hearing rumors on a PlayStation 4.5, PlayStation 4K, yada, yada, yada. Today, multiple sources have confirmed that there are multiple details about the project. First off, it is internally known as the Neo. There is no price provided yet, but most people speculate it will be $400. Sony has not returned any requests for comment. The Neo will feature a higher clock speed, an improved GPU with higher memory bandwidth, and the documents have provided say it is going to have the same hard drive as the PS4. All right, so are you ready for the part about this news that gets sad though?
Sure.
The documents. So, starting in October, every PS4 game is required to ship with a base mode and a Neo mode for the use on the new console. Games running in Neo mode will be able to use the hardware upgrades to offer increased and more stable frame rate, higher visual fidelity, and at least when those games run at 1080p on HD TVs. The Neo will also support 4K image output, but the games themselves are not required to run in 4K native. In the documents that Giant Bomb received, Sony offers a suggestion for reaching 4K with the Neo. They've also given developers a degree of freedom how to approach this. 4K TV owners should expect the Neo to upscale games to fit the format, but one place Sony isn't willing to bend is on frame rate. Throughout the document, Sony repeatedly reminds developers that the frame rate of Neo games must exceed or match the frame rate of the PS4 version. The Neo will not supplant the PS4, but will exist alongside it and use the same user environment. The PS4 will have the same store, same user interface, etc., and they'll have the same online pool of players. Sony seems committed to keeping the Neo and the original player bases connected, and there will be no Neo-only games, and Sony will not let developers separate Neo users from original PlayStation 4 users. Also, there is not going to be any special Neo-only gameplay options, so don't expect Neo owners to get a level editor in Rocket League. You won't be able to access... So, that said, the games will be able to have different local co-op modes. So, for instance, if a game features like 4 players on PS4, it could offer 8 on Neo. But that cannot transfer to online modes. PS4 hasn't said... Neo hasn't said anything about VR... and every PS4 game, like I said, as of October, will need to support Neo, and games that come out in late September will require a day one patch that updates them to Neo standards. Games released previously to Neo can take advantage of the hardware upgrade, but only if developers decide to patch it. This was never going to be a magical upgrade device. Let's see. So yeah, Ray, before I get to thoughts from developers, publishers, etc., what are your thoughts?
It's I don't know. Like I feel like it's not like that bad for me personally, mainly just due to the fact that like my PlayStation 4 just like its port just went out, so I'm like, huh, fixing mine now, selling it back for like a used price, like maybe to someone I know for like a good like 250, 300, and then picking that up might not be the worst idea. But to people that like just got the PS4, I see it as kind of like, hey, congratulations on buying our system. Too bad it's useless now.
I don't think it's useless. I just think
Well, not
like
like useless, but like I don't know. When I like a new system comes out, I expect like a new system, not just like we revamped it.
you're gonna get prettier, better running games. Like it's
That's
gonna be
the
like
only thing that's gonna happen.
it it,
It's gonna be prettier. It's gonna
it's
run
gonna
a little smoother.
it's gonna be the difference between like running Heroes of the Storm on my PC at 60 and Ray's at like 110.
Uh,
Yeah. So, and in my opinion, why do this? The PlayStation 4 is selling at an amazing clip. Like, it's on pace to outsell the PS2, which is the greatest selling system of all time at 155 million units. Okay? And not only that, but you want to know who this is the biggest middle finger to?
who?
People who bought the PS4 within the first year. Like, because
Really, the first year.
yes, because when you buy a console, like think about every console that you've bought, right? It's
Yeah.
supported for 4 to 5 years, sometimes 7 or 8 if you buy like a 360, like in the case of the 360, PS3, PS2. So it's supported for a long time. And people who bought the thing at launch early, myself, Nick, John, etc., paid that $400 in the first year. Anthony, we are expected to get 4 or 5 years of use out of it, and we're getting 2 to 3. And I realize this isn't PlayStation 5, but it's still just like, yeah, you're gonna get the inferior experience of like every game that comes out now.
Yeah.
If you want something, if you want if you want the games to look pretty, well, fuck you, pay $400 more. Thank you. Um, and this also kind of defeats one of the purposes of console gaming. Like, I have to, you have to upgrade a video card in a PC every 3 years or so. If you buy something really fucking crazy like a 980 Ti or like even a base 980, you'll probably get away with 4 to 5.
Yeah.
You know, a console, the whole appeal of it is you pay for max $500 and it's that console forever. Yeah, they may come out with a slim version, they may be bigger memory, but they all play the same game.
Yeah.
My launch PS4 plays the same fucking games as the PS4 that came out last week. Same thing with the 360. A launch 360 will play all the same shit of a 360 that came out of the store yesterday. So this to me is a load of crap. And I don't see the like. And if you're Sony, why do this? Like, what's the point?
I honestly don't know. Are they just like the PS4 is selling less and less. What do we do? Make another PS4.
But like, it's not selling less and less. It's still selling like amazing. Like, it's still doing super well.
I
I,
know that's the super weirdest part.
like I'm just reminded of like the Sega Genesis when like they had a huge lead in North America and like went crazy and released a bunch of hardware add-ons instead of just focusing on making badass games. Like I don't get the appeal. Oh god, and the thing is, no one wins with this thing. No one does. Because, alright, let's say you waited to get a Neo, right? Or you're a hardcore PlayStation fan, like I really used to be, or yeah, kind of still am, and you buy the Neo day one. Well, two things are going to happen. Either you're going to get screwed because developers have to focus on like the original PS4 and like just kind of scale shit up for you and be like, there's not that many of you guys. Here you go. It's slightly prettier, and like you're not getting that much of a better experience. Or you're one of the 40 million or more people who bought a PS4, and now your version of the game sucks or is way worse because of all these other people. So this small pool of people who bought the Neo have this really superior version of the game. You know?
Yeah.
So no one leaves happy with this shit. No one. Like the oh my god. And then like and I why? Just why? And you gotta think of like the average consumer too. Like you would say we're enthusiast gamers, and we also kind of work in the industry. So yeah, of course we're gonna buy the fucking new systems within a year of when they come out because we kind of have to.
Yeah.
We have to know what they're about, and and let's be real. Even if we didn't have this job, we'd probably still do it anyway because we want to play those games. And to be honest, $400 not the largest sum of money to save up. Like
But at the same time, you don't really want to.
Yeah.
Like, I've been trying to get a Wii U for like 3 years now. What, 2-3 years? And it's just been like, it would take me like 3 months of solid saving, probably, if I was really pushing it to get that.
Okay, so $400, I could probably save that in about 2 months. Like I probably get $400 together in 2 months without impacting my life too much. It's just like, okay, one less trip to a restaurant, buy one less game, shit like that, right?
Yeah.
But like, you gotta think, there are people who have kids, there are people who like save up like throughout the year, and they buy one or two games, and then they save all year long to get their system. And then like you gotta think of kids too. Like a lot of kids play games. Like no fucking parent is gonna want to buy another PS4 after buying a PS4 this past Christmas.
No, like, the best they might get is an Xbox One in like a year or two.
Yeah, like maybe. My dad enjoyed video games, and like if I got a system if I got a system back to back years, that means I had straight A report cards and was like saving my allowance like crazy.
Yeah, one thing, like, I don't know, like, and also they're doing like, well, the 4.5 is out. There'll probably never be a 5. Like, rumors are popping up about it. I'm just like, that's not gonna happen.
So the rumors I'm hearing are like there may not be a 5 or an next Xbox because they're going to turn the video game model into phones where where you can buy the console outright for $400 to $600 every like 2 to 3 years, or you can do a contract for Xbox Live or PlayStation Network where it's like, yeah, you got to pay $12 a month for 2 years, and we'll subsidize the cost of the system. The system itself is $200.
Yeah.
Like they'll do something like that, and then video game systems become cell phones. And at this point, I'm like, well, cool. Fuck you. I'm gonna go play PC games.
Yeah, like at that
Later,
point,
homie.
I'm like, there's no reason for me to own a console because everything will be digital at that point.
Like at that point, I will still buy Nintendo consoles.
Yeah,
because
Nintendo probably won't ever stop.
And then I'll be like, all right, Sony, Microsoft, it's been cool. Microsoft, everything you do besides Halo comes to PC. Sony, I've been a PlayStation fan for ages. My heart goes out to you. I'm sorry for your terrible decision making. Goodbye.
All right, Nintendo. I'm gonna bug you every day until you love me.
Oh god, it's like Sony and the Vita. It's just like, why won't you love me, Dad?
I just want you to be dead.
God damn it. Axiom Verge finally came out on the Vita.
That news?
That is news, but we're gonna stay on Neo for a minute longer. I know, like, you're probably gonna buy one since yours is crap. Your old one, like, you're gonna get it fixed, sell it, and then use the profit to get a Neo. Uh,
Like, I'm thinking about this because, like, relatively, I can I'm just like, is it worth it? But I'm like, it's $150 to fix.
you can
At
sell
least,
for around 300, 250.
yeah. Like, I'm just
So,
like, it's about 100 in profit.
so you're getting $100 profit towards a $400 system. I think that's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting it for about half price at that point.
Like I had two PS3s in this house, and I sold one for my original PS4, so I got $120 for it. So that's one thing to consider.
Yeah,
Uh,
like. Like a part of me has just been like consider just being like, if I just sell this broken one to a friend now for like a
just
hundo, then it's the same result though.
yeah, but like I mean, yeah, you would have.
I wouldn't like tell people it. I would tell people straight up like, hey, the port is messed up.
It'll
You
cost
need
you
to get a new one.
150 to. Yeah,
That's
then
it's the
they
same price. Then it's just on them to do it.
yeah, that it's on their level of. The only benefit to this is like you actually get to use your PS4 for the coming months, which I mean, to be fair,
There's nothing I really want. Like the only game I want is
Uncharted.
Uncharted. And like I'm pretty sure I could be like, "Hey Bronson, can we play it?"
I so here's gonna be my rule.
Since you have to like review it, you said, I might just be like, "Hey Bronson, Ray, what are you doing here? We're gonna play it. It's 3 a.m. I know."
Here's gonna be my rule with Uncharted 4. Leave me alone. I'm playing this by myself with headphones on. But once I beat it the first time, I will happily go through it a second, third, 12th time with
Fifth.
like if it's like Uncharted, like if it ends up like Uncharted 2 or 3, I'll be doing like 3, 4, 5 playthroughs of it. So shit, yeah, I'll go through that shit again. But yeah, the first time I do an Uncharted game, like it's like a spiritual experience. It's like, all right, I got my nice headphones on, I got food, I've gone to the bathroom, I am in the world of Uncharted.
I'm gonna
Um,
feel so bad for everyone if just like from what we've seen, like wow, it looks amazing, and then it's like you play it and you're like, I don't know what happened.
oh god, don't like there are a lot of developers that I don't have faith in anymore. Like a lot of them. Like a lot of them. Naughty Dog
Naughty
is one
Dog
of
is
the
not one of.
few. They're one of the few that like I'm like I have complete faith in you not to fuck this up. That list is very small. It's Naughty Dog, Nintendo, Blizzard, and Rockstar. You know,
Yeah, I'd agree with that wholeheartedly.
and Blizzard even still is not entirely on that list.
Wait, what from Blizzard wasn't up to snuff with you?
Warlords of Draenor had problems.
Really?
Yeah, mainly because they didn't have enough content in it. Everything else about it was great though. Um, so yeah, like, am I gonna buy it? It depends.
I'm guessing if I buy it, we would probably do a video on it anyways.
Yeah, like if you buy it, we're gonna use yours for the video stuff that we're doing. In my case, like, will I buy one personally? It depends on like it's supposed to come out in October, which is around my birthday, so I'll probably have some extra cash. And if I get that new job I've been looking at, I'll probably get it. But oh man, like that's oof, it's rough.
Yeah, more than
But
likely,
well,
I'll end up picking it up.
I can sell my old PS4 for like $200, and combined with some birthday cash, it'll probably make it like $100 purchase for me.
Yeah, like more than likely, what I'm gonna end up doing with my PS4 is I'm gonna put it on Craigslist and just put like, "Hey, there's an issue with the port. You will have to fix $100."
Yeah,
It
so
is not on me.
make sure you go into your Vita and wipe the hard drive before you sell it though.
Oh, I would have you help me with that. I'd like
Ju-
bring it over on a Saturday and be like, "Let's wipe this biatch."
Yeah, like let's because you can log into it with your Vita still, right?
Uh, Serena got through.
Okay, yeah, like I would tell her like
It's not connected to Wi-Fi though, if that's an issue.
That's fine. As long as I can get in and get into your system's menus and fuck with shit, we're good.
Yeah,
Uh,
like at your house it might be better because like our home connection like every now and then it just won't connect.
my
Like
house,
it
my
just won't
house,
be able to find it.
my house is terrible for anything like that because like I live in a brick house, which means connecting shit just gets fucked with all the time. Like I can
Okay.
barely play the Wii U in the next room over because of all the interference I get from the walls of this house. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, but like I'm guessing someone will jump on it. Like they're just gonna see like $100 for a PS4 and be like, I want that.
I mean, realistically, like it means they end up paying 250 after they pay for repairs,
Yeah,
which
but
that's
I'm
not
not
bad.
gonna tell them how much repairs are.
And in my case, like I said, I'll probably get $200 from selling it because I'll be selling it right before the Neo comes out. Typically, I end up with about $100 in birthday cash between my uncle, my grandfather, and my mom all together, and my grandmom.
Yeah.
So like I said, $100 for the Neo to have my PS4 games look prettier. I like the only thing like I feel bad supporting it just because like I feel dirty because I don't support this business practice, but on the other side of it, it's just like we're gonna want to do 60-minute access with the better looking ones, man. Just fucking do it.
Well, also like from like what I'm looking at, like it also has like it doesn't have the problems the PS4 like currently has, like the port issue. It doesn't have that.
Well, we don't know. We don't know any of that because they haven't shown any hardware or anything. Yeah,
Very
that
true.
and
They
that
said they were
port.
fixing issues with like the newer one though, so I'm just like I hope that's one
Well,
of them.
I mean, they're fixing issues with the new ones currently. Like they probably use better solder and shit. Like we don't know what goes on inside the internals. Um, yeah. So we'll see. God knows I'm not a fan of this idea, but I'm also kind of in that place where I'm just like, whatever.
The only
I'll,
reason I'm kind of like, yeah, this is cool is because I'm getting rid of my
yeah,
PlayStation.
like in my case, it's like I bought like I was one of the lucky people who bought a system at launch and it didn't break into pieces over time. So I'm kind of just bummed that it's, that
Yeah.
that it's still like, you know, what it is.
And like realistically, it comes out October, you said, right?
The rumor is October, yes.
Okay, and it's April right now, so April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So that's 6 months. That literally means if I put like a 20, like 25 away every check, I'm good.
You would need to put away $66 a month.
Yeah.
Plus
So
tax, so probably like $70 a month.
is that including like the 100 I'd get from getting rid of the
No,
system?
no, that
Yeah,
is
that's
just
why I
that.
was like 20.
You'd probably so I'd say like 50 then. Um,
Like
so
25, like I was saying, yeah.
let's see. Well, I can find that out for you. $100, so 300 divided by 6. You would have to put away $50 a month
Yeah, so wow, I was
before
fucking spot on.
before tax. So probably 55. Um, yeah, I like I said, and also like I'm building a new PC this year, so if I don't get this thing at launch, I won't be surprised. But like I said, it just so happens to be coming out at a really convenient time for me
And
because
like I don't know, but like the more I think about this, like the more I'm like maybe I'll just think about getting a different system. Like I love Sony. I love everything Sony does, but at the same time I'm like they're not really putting anything out for me at all. Like in the like up until
well,
like Kingdom Hearts 3 and like
that's
Star Ocean and Final
I
Fantasy, I'm just like there's not
I
much
I
for
mean,
me.
what are your other options though? Because all those games are also like because like there's Xbox, but all those games except Gears on Halo are on the PC, and your PC is more than
Well,
capable.
I'm talking about like Wii U. That'd be my only other option. Like,
Get
I'd be like,
like
it's
I
either
would
gonna be PS 4.5 or a Wii U.
or an NX maybe
Yeah, like,
because like the Wii U is done. Like we're getting Star Fox and Zelda, and then they're fucking cashing it in. So
so it'd
like
probably be the NX. But isn't the NX supposedly supposed to play Wii U games?
nobody knows. But
Even better.
I look at the Wii U's library. I own let's see, I own 8 games for it, and once I end up buying the games I want for it and the ones that are coming out, if I end up enjoying them, my total library is going to be like 17, 18 games.
Yeah, because also like if I retire the PS4, because over that time I'll consider just being like, yeah, I just don't want the system anymore, so I'm gonna sell my 20th anniversary controller and like all my games, and I could probably get another like 150 for that.
Like, I don't think your games will probably sell for that much, because what hard copies do you have right now?
Fallout, Plants vs Zombies 2 Deluxe, Bloodborne. No, I don't have Bloodborne
Yeah, I was
physical.
about to say, you have download for
Let's
that.
see. Diablo, Final Fantasy, and Tales of Xillia.
I think that
I could probably
altogether,
get like 100
you can get a hundo. Yeah, I
because
think,
that controller alone sells still for 50.
yeah, like, I'd probably buy the controller off you.
Yeah, I would sell because I know you want one, so I'd be like $50. It's
Yeah,
$10 off. It's about what a used controller sells for.
yeah,
And the
I
games I imagine I can get like
20
10 to
apiece.
15.
I think you probably
Yeah,
get a 30 for Fallout if you're lucky.
30 for Fallout, maybe like a 20, like 25 for Plants.
I loved how last year I sold Fallout 4 like 2 or 3 weeks after it was out, and everyone's like, "Why are you selling Fallout so early?" And I'm like, "Cause it sucks. That's
No, like
why."
I straight out bought Fallout for one reason, and I don't have that reason anymore. So I'm like, I haven't touched it since.
Ah, yeah, I remember that reason. Was
Yeah,
up.
was
Was
yeah,
up.
like I loved Fallout New Vegas. I loved it to death. It was a great game in my opinion. Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, I'm just like I can play Minecraft if I want to build a town, and I don't have a villager constantly asking me to help with another settlement.
Yeah.
Plus, like it's not fun. I mean,
No.
I'm gonna upset a lot of people saying that, but like Fallout 4 is just not fun. All they did was make Fallout 3 with
With.
building. That's all it feels like to me. I'm like, it's a big open world. I like that. There's like the enemies are tough and there's a lot of there's a lot of like missions that are cool. I'm like, that's kind of neat. There's about 18,000 side quests. What?
I don't know, man.
Like
It.
maybe it's us.
I don't think it's like, I just think like, because I know Jeff fucking was not a fan of that game. I know a lot of people who were like hardcore Fallout fans who didn't like that game, and I know people who are like me who never liked Fallout and were like, fuck this game even harder. So I don't know. Either way, like, this could be such an expensive year for hardware for me. That's the terrifying thought for me, because I'm like, well, I'll probably buy the Neo, and in the grand scheme of things, that'll probably only run me $100. But that new PC, that's gonna be like 1,300, and then, you know, if
Your
the
new PC is gonna be way more than 1,300.
so what I'm doing your build, but with a 980 Ti, so it'll probably be 16.
A better video card?
Basically that, yeah.
So,
I
hold on. Like altogether mine was like 700 for the
11.
rig, 400 for the video card, like $100 for the like not 100, 40 for the keyboard and everything. Was there anything else?
The monitor, but I already have a monitor, so
Yeah.
uh,
So
I
I spent around 1,200 on mine. Wow, I got a really good deal.
because I'm gonna be spending 16, and most of that is gonna be from the fucking extra from the nicer video card. Because the
Yeah.
video the
And
video
then
card,
once you get that 980 Ti, I'll get another 980.
and that,
Maybe I'll get a 980 Ti just so I can be like, yeah, Bronson, your machine's still kind of slow. Wow.
so are you gonna junk your 980 for a 980 Ti?
No, I would just get two.
So you'll just get two regular 980s?
No, I'd get a 980 and a 980 Ti.
That does not work that way.
Really? I
Yeah.
thought since they were both 980s, they would work
No,
together.
no, that does not work that way, sir. I'm sorry to inform
Oh, then I
you.
would just. Oh, okay. I thought I heard you say something like that. Or you or
Your
Theo.
best bet would be two 980s at that point, unless you want to sell that current 980 and get a 980 Ti. So there's that option. But just remember, I'm probably building my rig late in the year, so the new series will be out. So it'll probably be like a 1080 and a 1080 Ti, and then the 980 will depreciate in value, so it'll sell for less. So
Yeah.
that's so I don't know. Maybe
Or
I'll
what's
say
gonna happen is it's not gonna deteriorate. You're gonna build your rig, and then a month later it will.
yeah. No, that's the you know the this happened to me when I bought my first gaming laptop for college. Literally a month later, a version with a better video card came out, and I was like, God fucking damn it!
All
Yeah.
right, that's funny. By
So
the way, I will say we should probably move through this news a little quicker since we've gotten through like 2 stories in an hour and a half.
we're fine. We're good. Hey man, they listen to this one for the long haul. Anyway, moving
They're gonna
forward.
be listening to you alone at this point because I still have work I have to do after this for the site.
All right.
I actually
So
want to go to bed because I work tomorrow.
all right. So we got the Neo. We got that news down. Real bummer there. So Guile coming to Street Fighter V finally.
About time
Guile.
that flat top blonde boy made it.
Not only that, if you buy him, you get his stage for free, which is the Air Force Base with his traditional theme. Everyone knows Guile's music goes with anything.
Does it?
It does. This. Oh wait, no. The stage will cost 70,000 fight money.
Damn.
Ugh, that's quite a bit of matches. They're finally putting a rage quit system in, so if you rage quit too much, you won't be able to play online for a certain amount of time.
Nice.
And they're making some improvements to matchmaking. I'm down. Guile's cool. I always wanted to be good with Guile, but I just don't have the patience to play a charge character.
Why is that?
I just
Not
I
the
don't
charge character. Like, why'd you want to always be good with Guile?
because Guile's fucking awesome. He's like if America were turned into a Street Fighter character.
Oh, that's a scary thought.
Yeah. Uh,
Does he just sing Bill Nye the Science Guy while he enters battle?
yeah, and he wants to make America great again.
Oh, I know other people who want to do that too.
Yeah,
I don't support them.
neither do I. Anyway, rumor a listing for Batman Return to Arkham Asylum by the European Ratings Board, PEGI, has been confirmed for an existence. It is reportedly coming out June 10th. What this is, it is Batman Arkham Asylum and Batman Arkham City ported over to PS4 and Xbox One with all the DLC running in 1080p native and at 60 frames per second.
Okay.
So if you don't have a capable PC, or you're like me, where your version of Arkham Asylum on the PC is bugged as fuck, then
Why is your thing bugged?
because I got it on Steam, and whenever I try to boot it, it like gives me this Microsoft Network Framework error, and everything I have done to try and fix it does not work. So
what all have you tried? Because it seems like that would be like an easy fix.
So I've gone it like I've tried every suggestion where it's like, yeah, just like do a direct install of the framework, do a direct install of the C++ Microsoft redistribution software,
Yeah.
boot the game from the application settings. Like I've done fucking everything, and it's just like doesn't work. And I was just like, fuck it, it was $5 on Steam. I don't care enough. I do not care enough. So
Yeah, I got you.
Huge Batman fan. Kind of find it weird that they don't have Origins on here, but I guess they only counted the like, the Rocksteady games. So,
Well, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
yeah. I was a big fan of those games. I'm down to play prettier versions of them. Oh, we should stream them like we did the last Batman game.
That wasn't very fun.
That was fun. That was awesome. The end of that game was so good. So Titanfall 2, they teased it last week with a teaser trailer. So giant mechs with robot swords.
Giant mechs with robot swords?
Yeah, they have giant ass swords now.
That's interesting.
And multiple rumors are saying it is going to be out in 2016. Uh,
Wait,
EA,
really?
yes, EA has said it'll be out between fall of this year and March of next year. Well, multiple retailers, including McFarlane, who's making the toy line for it, said it is going to be out this year.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm down for some more giant robot fights. Let's do this. All right. Going forward, the Coalition apologizes for Gears of War beta issues. So for those of you who don't know, if you bought or played Gears of War Ultimate Edition, you were supposed to get into the beta for Gears 4, but people haven't been getting their invites, and that's because they're sending their invites out in waves, so you're just getting it late. So people stop freaking out. All right. Hey, you know that new game Battleborn that's coming out?
Kind of. I don't know anything about it.
So it's a MOBA shooter by the guys who made Borderlands. Well, today during Gearbox's presentation at PAX, they said that Borderlands 3 secrets will be hidden all over Battleborn's DLC.
Wait, so Borderland 3 secrets will be all over the maps?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
That is cool. Like, it's a shame that I don't really have much interest in Battleborn after playing the beta and whatnot, but, you know, I think, like, the game could be cool. Like, maybe it's just something I'm not getting in the beta, but it's neat that I'll be able to find out about a game that I'm actually interested in.
Oh, you're interested in Borderlands 3?
Yeah.
Or as I call it, basically Gun Collector 2-1. Gun Collector, the pre-sequel.
Hey man, those games were Diablo with guns, and I was completely okay with it.
And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I find Borderlands one of the most boring games to ever be made, ever.
I just find the first one that way. I really like the second one. Didn't play the pre-sequel.
The pre-sequel was kind of cool. Like, I actually kind of got into that because, like, the moon and everything. I was like, this is cool, no gravity. But, like, everything else, I'm just like, it's basically, like, all I'm doing is looking for different guns and just... This gun I just thought I can't use for 46 more levels. But yet, I have to carry it because I'm curious now. And I hate it.
You want to know what the best Borderlands game is?
The bosses, I will admit, those bosses are some of the funniest things ever.
Those games are super fucking funny. That's
no, like those games are hilarious. Like those games are hilarious. The bosses they create, it's like Stinky Pete. He used to have a fourth finger. I'm just like, what happened to his fourth finger? Wait a second, where's his fifth?
Like one of my favorites.
And then they'll just insult you the entire time you're doing stuff to it. Like, my mother can shoot better than that. In fact, I have a finger missing to prove it.
Handsome Jack is one of the best.
What are you looking down there for? What?
I will say that it is great, and it saddens me that the best Borderlands game is Tales from the Borderlands.
Why does that sadden you?
Because it was just this weird, fun spin-off thing, and it became far more entertaining than any of the main games.
One day I'll play that. Like, I own that game, but it's on my PS4.
Ah, fuck.
You still owe me for that, by the way.
It was like $5. I might just
buy this. Just buy this. I'll pay you back. Okay. 4 months later.
I will say I might just wait for a Steam sale and buy you a Steam version.
Just buy me Stardew Valley and we'll call it even.
All right.
Like, I'll tell you this: if you buy me Stardew Valley, if you buy it tonight, I will clear like the pizza debt and that debt. You know what? I'll just dive right into it. I won't sleep. I don't need to. I'll be like, we'll see. I'll see what this is all about, and I'll give you a full detail in the morning.
Okay. So speaking of Battleborn, though, Battleborn is coming to Rock Band 4. The Battleborn characters and their costumes are coming to Rock Band 4. They didn't provide many details. They said there will be more details in the Rock Band Past, Present, and Future panel at PAX East. My response to this is, hey, how about you worry about getting all our DLC and exports over instead of fucking around with costumes?
Right.
God fucking damn it.
I've never been one who cares really about costumes in the slightest, but at the same time, I'm always just like, there's occasionally costumes that I'm just like, you win, you got me.
Yeah, like there were Avatar items that did that for me. Like, I've totally done that. I get you. I paid $2 to put a Broncos jersey on my fucking Avatar. I did it, okay?
Oh, you did that?
Yeah, totally did on my Xbox 360 when I was playing a lot. No shame. But, like, this game, they promised a lot of shit that is not here in the slightest.
Oh no, I feel you.
Like, we're still, like, I'm not even going to talk about all the shit that's going on in the European version or the Xbox One version. PS4 version, we're still missing several DLC songs that they can't bring over for some reason. We're still missing the exports for Rock Band 2 with no ETA on when the fuck that's happening. And
I thought they had an ETA.
No, they don't.
Really?
And, yeah, like, watch. I'll go on the PlayStation Store right now because I have the export pack saved for when it goes live.
Okay.
I have it saved for the second that it goes live, so I can hit download and it'll be on my PS4. Now, I get that it's like 80-something songs. Like, I understand that. You know? But still, it's just, yeah, playable on PS3 and PS4. Can't download it yet. Oh well, sucks to be me.
Oh, you're funny, Bronson.
Oh, God, it's so irritating now because, like, now if I play Rock Band, my music is split between 2 systems and 2 games. Yeah. Like, now it's like, okay, if I want to play the songs from Rock Band 2, I have to go boot up the PS3 and drag out the PS3 shit. If I want to play the songs in Rock Band 1, 3, or 4, I boot up Rock Band 4. And, you know, Beatles is its own weird separate thing. So, like, god damn it. Instead of worrying about fucking costumes, finish your fucking game. Sorry, angry tangent there.
Yeah, that was a bit much, Bronson. I'm kind of scared.
You should be. Hey, Ray, do you want to know some Persona 5 news?
Sure.
Atlas has updated the official Japanese website for Persona 5 with a 316-hour countdown to May 5th, or 5/05. Persona 5 is due out for PlayStation 4 in Japan this summer, with an official date still unannounced. May 5th could finally be the Japanese date.
Okay.
So I'm telling you right now, this game in Japan is going to hit in July or August. In America, it's going to hit in November, maybe early December.
I'd believe that.
Hey, that's a reason to keep your PS4.
That game won't be on PC?
Nope. PS3 and PS4 only.
Oh, God.
You know the PS3 is going to get the not as pretty one.
I mean, like always?
Like, I'm surprised that they're still making PS3 games, quite honestly.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I just want more details about Persona 5 at this point. Like, they've done 2 trailers that look super awesome. Like, we know the mascot is a cat, and we know a couple other things. That's about it. So, alright, last couple of stories here that we're cleaning up. World of Warcraft's next expansion has a release date.
Does it?
August 30th, the 6th World of Warcraft expansion will come out. They outlined several changes for the game, along with other new stuff. I know that Ray and I will be playing that religiously.
Which one?
World of Warcraft Legion, when it's out.
You say religiously, but I don't know about religiously.
Yeah, we're only going to play it for, I don't know, maybe like 31 hours straight.
What?
Yeah, we're totally not going to attempt to break a world record or anything. Not at all.
I didn't think we were. I'm glad you agreed.
That's not us. That's not us at all. We don't do shit like that. Alright, so That's good Warcraft news, but now we got bad Warcraft news.
Yeah, bad work. Wait, what?
I thought you were just kidding, like, wait, what? I have been tricked. Back to what I was saying though. A petition for Blizzard to open a World of Warcraft legacy server. So what happened is there. Do you know what private servers are in World of Warcraft?
Yeah, it's the basically when people make their own, right?
Yeah, they make their own server and they make it so it's like vanilla Warcraft or Burning Crusade or Wrath of the Lich King or whenever they liked the game best, basically.
And that's the version they wanted to play.
Yeah, and they make it free to play for everyone else, and because this game has changed a ton over 12 years. Like, this game from when it launched in late '04, early '05 to now, other than some similarities, they are completely different video games.
Yeah.
And some people miss that vanilla experience. Well, the most popular of those private servers, Nostarius, it was for vanilla Warcraft, was shut down. It got a cease and desist order from Blizzard, and it had over 200,000 players on it that all quit and had to get kicked off their server, and the server got shut down, and so on and so forth. So what a bunch of people did is they went to a website and created a petition and got 200,000 signatures to go to the head of Blizzard, Mike Morheim, to make legacy servers for World of Warcraft. Now, you've played Diablo, so you know what legacy servers are, right?
What is that again?
That is where you can play the game, it's like a private server for vanilla WoW, but it's like legal. Like, it's a legacy server, like, oh, play the old version of the game.
Yeah, I got you.
So, a petition just went to Blizzard with over 200,000 signatures. So, yeah.
Okay.
God. I don't like. I loved Vanilla Warcraft, and I think it was a cool game at the time. I don't know why you'd want to play that game now. And maybe it's just because I don't have the free time I did when I was playing Vanilla WoW. Because, holy shit, that game took all of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Every last bit of your life. You had no life.
No, I get you.
So, and maybe it's just me, but I don't like, and so many things have been made better. Now, personally, I would love a private server that was like 2008 to 2010. That was Warcraft's peak for me, because it wasn't like it is now, where the game is just super, super, super fucking easy unless you're raiding on the hard mode. But it wasn't like it was back in the day, where it was like super difficult and time consuming. That was the sweet spot, the golden age. So
okay.
I don't know. What's your opinion, Ray?
It's like, I haven't been playing long enough for it to really like affect me. Like, I'm like, oh, that's a bummer. That's leaving. That sucks. But at the same time, I'm just like, eh.
I think for newer players, like, all they would do is log in, see what it was like, and go, oh wow, this is really different. I don't like this, and then leave. Basically. Unless they really liked the fact that it was like way harder and way weirder.
Yeah.
So, last news story we got here, or last two, sorry. The Xbox 360 production has ended. Head of Xbox, Phil Spencer, has announced Microsoft will no longer be manufacturing Xbox 360 consoles. Quote, Xbox 360 means a lot to everyone in Microsoft, and while we've had an amazing run, the realities of manufacturing a product over a decade old are starting to creep up on us. That's why we have made the decision to stop manufacturing new 360 consoles. We will continue to sell existing inventory, with availability varying by region. We'll also continue to support it with games and online services, and we'll also still sell the accessories.
Mm-hmm.
They did give a handful of statistics, such as 78 billion hours of game time was spent on Xbox One, and 486 billion gamer score has been unlocked on Xbox 360.
Wow.
So, That's a lot of gaming.
That is actually, yeah.
I don't know. I had a lot of good memories with the 360 for the most part. Um, I've wasted probably more of my life on Halo 3 than I care to remember. Quite
Yeah.
honestly. And I also played an unhealthy amount of DOA 4. So,
An
I don't know.
unhealthy amount, you said?
Yeah, like I was an S plus rank in DOA 4, and like I would play as the Spartan and just stomp people.
Yeah.
What was your opinion on the 360? You have anything to say about this? You sad that they're not making them anymore?
I I kind of am, yeah. I went through a few of them, like I'm trying to think of how many 360s I actually had.
I had 9 altogether.
I
If
think
you
I had like
include
4.
my current one, I had 9.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I got one repaired a whole bunch, and I sold it, and I had another one, but I sold that, and then then I gave it to my mom, and then I bought a Slim for me, and then we sold that other one that she had, and I'm loaning her my Slim right now. All right, so
Yes.
so good on you, 360. You did a lot for the gaming industry. You did a lot of cool stuff.
I'll miss you.
Like 360 was the first to do a lot of stuff.
It really was.
First to do parties, first to do online gaming right, first one to do custom soundtracks in every game. First one to do like fully digital downloadable games, stuff like that.
Yeah.
360, you deserve a lot of credit for a lot of stuff you did. So hats off to you. Go enjoy your retirement. You will live on in the backwards compatibility patch for Xbox One, where half your games are broken and then the other half run.
The
Fine.
good days.
Finally, a Julia Child marathon introducing the official food channel with the French chef. Today, Twitch Creative is celebrating the joy of cooking with the launch of a brand new channel dedicated to all things food. Twitch.tv/food will showcase cooking content 24/7 on Twitch Creative, and they are kicking things off with an almighty 201 episode marathon of Julia Child's classic PBS cooking show, The French Chef. It starts. It started at 2 p.m. Pacific and will go for the next 201 episodes, which I'm not
Damn.
going to figure out how many hours that is.
Yeah, I got you.
I love how they're doing this shit. Like they did it with Bob Ross for the art one,
Yeah.
like the painting one. Like, oh, here's a little tree. And people were like watching it. Like people were like sitting there watching Bob Ross in 2015 make tons and tons of paintings and shit. Oh,
No, I get you.
that's fucking insane. I love the internet. I love it. I especially love Twitch because like shit like this and Twitch plays Pokemon and all kinds of shit.
Right.
So I don't know. Are you ready to watch some cooking shows on Twitch?
A little.
A little. I know you like cooking shows.
Yeah.
What's your favorite cooking show?
My favorite cooking show?
Yeah, or food show. Favorite food show.
Oh, Favorite cooking show would probably be I really love there's a lot. Guys, Grocery Games is great. Worst Cooks in America is great. Cutthroat Kitchen is great. Hell's Kitchen is great. A lot of good kitchen shows.
I love me some Man versus Food. I get down on that. As much as I dislike Guy Fieri, I do like his show.
Really?
Yeah, I really liked that Mad Max parody they did with him though.
Yeah.
Like they're just like it was him driving his car with the Mad Max background behind him. We're gonna go search for the greatest diners and drive-ins. I'm just like, wow, okay. Yeah, all right. I'm glad to see Twitch expanding beyond games. But I'm going to continue to take a guess and say that the most popular thing on Twitch is going to continue to be League of Legends streams and Hearthstone streams.
I don't get why Hearthstone is so popular. Like, I mean, I love Hearthstone, but it's kind of like it's not the most fun to watch.
Nah, I think it can be. Like, high-level Hearthstone's a lot more interesting than you'd think it to be.
High level Hearthstone?
Yeah, like super competitive Hearthstone.
Oh, is it kind of like watching Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, like it's just like fucking the most crazy combos you've ever seen. Well, I mean, there are certain games that are always on the top of Twitch. It's like Dota, League, Counter-Strike, Hearthstone, Warcraft, Call of Duty, Heroes, and then like a bunch of games like hover near the top, like Smite, Overwatch, Mario Maker, GTA, and Dark Souls all hover near the top. And more recently, Street Fighter's been sneaking in there.
I imagine that. Because watching a good Street Fighter game, I imagine, is good.
Oh, dude, like, I'll go back and watch those clips I post. I'm like, damn, that was fun to watch. Shit was hype. Especially, like, if you're rooting for someone. Like, I'll have friends who stream that game, and, like, I'll be rooting for them. They'll be in a tight match, and, like, they barely pull out. You're like, oh, shit. And that's why I think fighting games actually, like, it's so weird to me that fighting games haven't become more popular with esports. You know what I'm saying?
No, I got you.
Because it's like, they're so relatable and so easy to follow when it comes to actually just watching them, but for whatever reason, they never took off.
I don't know, like, I'm not a big fan of watching fighting games unless it's with friends. I'm just like, that's super cool! But I'll never know how to do that now.
I don't know. I can... It depends, I guess. Depends on the game, and I guess part of that's because I know certain games better than others. But, yeah, so... Anyway, we did get one question sent to my personal inbox.
Really?
And it's a food question.
Of course it is. Why does the internet hate me?
If you had to give up pizza, if you had to give up one, which would you give up? Pizza, wings, burgers, or tacos?
Wings.
Pizza.
Not even a question.
It was hard for me, but I realized pizza. Pizza or tacos?
Really?
Yeah.
I see you eat wings like once a year, but you eat pizza like twice a day.
Oh, that's because pizza is more readily available. But, like, I like the taste of wings more. I would just substitute pizza with something else.
Gotcha.
Like, there are other... Like, realistically, I could get a calzone and get the same experience as a pizza. Or a lot of American pizza, anyway. Like, there are a lot of pizza substitutes. There are no substitutes for buffalo wings, god fucking damn it.
I mean, I guess that's true.
And then burgers, like, never. You couldn't get me to give up burgers. Never. And then tacos are really easy to make at home and super cheap, so I wouldn't give those up either. So if it makes you feel better, it was close between pizza or wings, and then tacos was kind of out there. But, like, I like the taste of wings more, and they're harder to substitute.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
Because motherfucker, you can find all kinds of substitute for pizza. Like, they're everywhere. There's not many substitutes for wings. Especially because I imagine this would include boneless wings. So
well, yeah, wings.
Yeah, so like...
But at the same time, like, the reason I'm giving up wings is because there's a lot of other good chicken, like, a lot of other good things you can eat that aren't wings.
Yeah,
you ever had a good cooked thigh? Delicious.
Yes, but I am saying I specifically really like buffalo wings, and I especially like boneless buffalo wings.
Especially with, like that boneless.
Especially with like some blue cheese on that shit, like so good. Versus, so you can't really substitute that. Versus like pizza, you can get a calzone. You can kind of get you can put fucking lasagna, like the basis of lasagna on garlic bread. Like there's a lot of shit that is basically pizza, but just in a different form. You know, it's actually kind of the same thing with tacos. Like it's like there are three things on Taco Bell's menu. It's just shit is all. It's just in a different configuration.
Nah, I feel you.
So yeah, good question. Thank
That was a
you,
good question.
thank you, Vinster. That was yeah. All right, well, we should do all our self-promotional whoring and then call it a night, shall we?
I am always up for whoring.
Yeah, you are. Up top.
High
Uh,
five. We're
uh,
done. All right.
all right. All right, so you can find us on Facebook by looking up The Gamer Access. You can find us on Twitter at The Gamer Access. Twitch.tv/The Gamer Access, where if you scroll down, there's a donation button. That helps us get out to E3. That helps us get out to PAX. That helps us get out to PSX. Funds capture equipment. Dear God, our current capture card has given us a heart attack 3 weeks in a row. A new one would be very much appreciated.
Please help us.
Don't hit me.
Don't hit me.
Microphones, because I'm sure you've heard, we're on laptop mics a lot of the time. I'm sure you've noticed that, even though with our attempts to fix audio. So any and all donations, much appreciated. For those of you who watch our streams and want us to buy us things, message us personally. We'll have a way for you to get that to us.
We will very much be like, yes.
And we'll be sure to give you a shout out and stream and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, of course.
So yeah, that's it. And we'll be back next week with another GameKast. Y'all have a good week. We love you.
Bye everybody. Love y'all.
Bye.